What's up, nerds? Welcome to the Omni4Game podcast, episode 17. I am Sean, and I'm joined with Chris and Brandon, as always. All right, first topic, locals recap.
Yeah, go for it.
I brought
I'm waiting for.
I brought Diabormon, and I won at least one game every match. I lost 1-2 round 1, lost 1-2 round 2. I 2-0'd someone who I think it was their second week playing at locals, round 3. First week playing at locals? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then round 4, I also lost 1-2. So, typical D experience.
Yeah, typical DA experience. You're just waiting for BT17, where it actually gets some hopefully playable support.
Yeah.
The ace is a good step in the right direction, but otherwise...
Yeah, the ace is like the best card in the deck, like hands down.
It is.
Like, the overflow really
Everything
sucks.
underneath is the problem.
Huh?
Yeah.
Everything underneath it is the problem.
Yeah, there's just the deck is not optimized enough. It's missing support for sure.
A lot.
Because we haven't gotten support for it since EX1, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
BT5, EX1.
D ace, errata, and then everything else.
Yeah, literally.
Everything else. I guess I can go next. I went dead even again, 2-2 playing Luga. I went 1-2 against Hunters. Both games I lost because I hit a tamer out of security, giving Watchmaker the ability to give security check +1, and I lost because of that. Felt bad. The one game I was able to win was the one game I didn't hit anything like that out of security. Feels good. Then I played against Sean. I 2-1'd him. Honestly, I don't even think he should have gotten a game off me. But, stuff happens.
Skill issue.
Yeah, skill issue. I'm just a bad player. And then I lost 0-2 to Chris. The exact same thing happened with the whole tamer situation. I'm swinging for game.
Skill.
Yeah, skill issue. I have one body unsuspended that can swing, and one that is currently swinging for 2 checks. The final check was Analog Man. So I lost. Felt bad. Then I 2-0'd Gamma. Honestly, the Gamma was really easy to play around because when you're playing against somebody who's so tunnel visioned, focused on their plan A, and they never even consider a plan B, they're just going to lose. Oh, 2-0 that.
They got their blinders on.
Yeah, like they wanted me to delete their level 6, the Atrocity or whatever his name is.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Because then it can set up the Proximum on.
Yeah, it can play it for free.
I was just like, cool, so I'm never deleting it. And they just sat with a level 6 on the board for turn after turn after turn after turn, doing nothing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't swing with it. Nothing. Because they wanted to have blocker on it. And, they don't have access to reboot. So, good job getting chipped away.
I just want to say the game I won versus you, I set up basically an unbreakable board versus Luga. Because I had
turn 2 or 3.
I had Ace Dia with like 4 tokens out, and then the EX1 Dia. And you were set up to where you could Lugamon, but if you Lugamon, my Ace Dia would nuke your Lugamon, or your Fenrir Lugamon.
The Ace Dia actually is like low-key a really good counter to Luga.
Yeah, it's a counter to purple strategies, period. I might consider that.
Too bad it's in a bad deck.
Yeah, too bad the rest of the deck's atrocious.
I'm telling you, a lot of people were taking it into like black-red decks.
Yeah, I would definitely consider just putting it into a black deck, but not Dia.
So, Chris, how'd yours go?
I ended up in 3rd place tonight. I went X1, round 1. I 2-0'd Beelzemon pretty easily. Like, I'm just going to say this, my hands all night were absolutely fabulous until the final round. Like establishing Machine Dramon / Chaos Dramon X by like turn 3 or 4. Like, god hands.
I think that's definitely a plus matchup for you anyway.
Yeah, and then round 2, I ended up playing against Luga, bodied Luga, 2-0. Round
sure that was
3,
right?
I
I'm
bodied.
sure it was round 3.
Yeah, I played back-to-back Lugamon. Shut your dirty mouth,
Yeah, you weren't
Brandon.
the only Luga in the room.
Will, you
Yeah,
dirty,
you literally
dirty
watched
man.
Will play,
Yes.
and you started giving him advice, and I said, you don't even know how to run the deck.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
for
'cause I was
real,
doing that
Brandon.
joke. Yeah, okay.
Do you know what
Okay, so
do you know what he
anyways.
had on his field when you were talking to him and you neglected to mention?
Oh, the analog use?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. So, anyways, I absolutely
only-
destroyed
He didn't
back-to-back
trigger it.
Luga players. Absolutely nuked them.
Also a plus matchup. I think
4-0.
any purple strategy is a plus matchup for Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was 6-0 going into the final round against Caleb and his Alphamon deck, and I knew going into the final round. I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna lose this." Like I was like, my hands are gonna be so bad, my luck's gonna run out, and all my hands except my game 1 hand was actually all right, like it was still playable, and then games 2 and 3, even mulliganing, my hands were so bad. I'm talking. Game 2, it was all Machine Dras and Chaoses, no level 5s. And then Game 3 was all level 5s, no Chaoses, no Machine Dramons. So I'm not even being able to play. And Caleb high rolled me so hard by turn 3 in Game 2. He had Alphamon or Yukinmon on the board already and had taken out all 5 of my security. Like, and I still managed to survive for like 4 turns after that. I had a hard play Chaos to Digivolve it. I had an analog man already established on
Yeah,
board.
especially
It
since
was
you got
just
rid of every source underneath it except the Tama. So as soon as you
exactly.
did
So,
it
So it
died.
just deleted it.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was I almost thought I was like, I'm gonna come back and win game 2. And I ran out of steam. He was able to just start promoting. That deck still has so much advantage. It's crazy. It also doesn't help that I think that Caleb is definitely anime pro-tagging me way too hard because he saw that one of Doru
Dude,
Greymon
I swear.
Every game.
single game.
I feel like he was
I know
playing
that
4 of
deck.
the BT7
Yes.
Greymons.
All right.
I know that deck searches a lot. Like he was scorching real hard. But I'm like every time he's like, okay, and then I'm gonna tuck this or I'm gonna digivolve. It was that card, and I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Literally, game 2, he cleared all 5 of my security. Turn 3, he went first, then me, and then he went and he cleared all 5 of my security. It was
Crazy.
bananas.
Yeah, the deck's still really
So-
stupid.
Yeah, it's really good. So, everybody, we have a very great announcement for everybody. Today, or not today, technically it was yesterday for us. It'll be later for you guys. Caleb got first
Oh
place.
yeah, he got
I was
first,
like, what are
yeah.
you gonna say?
Yeah.
Everybody
It's not the first
has
time he
been
won that store
waiting.
championship.
Yeah, he won the store championship, but remember that one comment? It was like, hey, he's going to show up one day and whop all of you.
Yeah, I played
Yesterday was
Caleb
that day.
round 1, and I won game 1 pretty handily, and I was like, dude, this is about to be lit. And then I lost games 2 and 3.
I
I
bodied
was the
him
only
game
who didn't
1.
have to play him.
I put him 6 feet down game 1. Like
That's what happened to me.
I did the whole Machine Dramon combo and everything. He tried to Oryukenmon, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna attack with it. I was like, Analog Man, redirect, and then I let him kill the Machine Dramon. He's like, what are you doing? Why'd you let that die? You could have saved it. And I'm like, Machine Dramon, my turn. And
my
he's
turn.
like, oh, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I did the whole combo, and I'm like, all right, boom, I'm gonna win this 2-0 again. We're good. And then I saw my hand. I'm like, oh no. I was like, mulligan.
no.
I'm like, oh no, it's worse.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so
So,
Caleb got first place. It was between him and Ben because they drew round 3.
Round, I
So-
think they did draw round 3.
Yep.
But yeah, Caleb ended up getting it because of his tiebreakers, so congrats to him. If you guys want to see his deck profile, it's still on Sean's channel. He hasn't changed it. He literally said
From
that.
You know what I-
5 months ago.
Yeah.
This is what I love.
It's the
This is
Alphamon
what
deck
I
profile.
absolutely- This is what I absolutely love about Bandai's system. Okay, Ben and Caleb tied, so they got 1 point, right?
Yep.
I lost to the guy who gets first, so I get third.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
That's
does that
not
make?
Bandai's system. That's just how that works, man.
Yeah, just
I
numbers.
I
They
hate
each
that.
have half a win.
Yeah.
It's so
They went into
dumb.
that round. They went into that round with 7
That's
points.
how it works, man.
No, I know how it works, and I hate it.
If you had drawn
I
with
hate
Caleb, you would have had a shot at first.
Listen,
You're right,
if
I
you would've
should have
just
drawn it
gotten
out.
Good.
Yeah,
Just
you're
win.
right.
Yeah, that's the
You're right,
actual
Brandon.
strategy. Just get good.
Yeah,
Brandon,
just
I
win.
want you to know. I want you to know when you swung with that attack and that analog man came out. I got the biggest, just right under the table. You know what I mean? I don't want to.
yeah,
You know,
dude,
I
I saw
know
your face.
the biggest
saw it.
chub.
I mean,
I
for you,
wanted
that's
to
not exactly
smile.
saying much.
I wanted to give you the. I wanted to give you the biggest eating grin I could. I just
Yeah.
knew. I was like, I can't. Brand's about to pop. Brand's about to explode.
If I had witnessed that, I would have high-fived you.
Nah, because like he
I
saw it too.
literally-
I literally went like this. I went,
Yeah, I was literally like,
I would have celebrated with you if I had watched that.
if that was Caleb, I'm telling the whole store knows. The whole
Oh
store
yeah,
knows.
for sure.
He
Yeah.
knew. Brandon knew. He said, "Oh," he goes, "Do you have the option card in hand?" I said, "Yeah."
You know it,
yeah,
girl.
every time.
Every
Always
time,
has it.
I hold it for you.
Yeah. So
Alright, but yeah.
whatever. Well, let's get into the main event, the real meat of the video.
Onto our EX5 set review. We are getting 6 promos as box toppers, so we're just going to review those first.
I thought it was 12.
It is 12 cards. It's 6 times 2. Thank you, Brandon. The first group of 6 we're going to go over. The first one is Saberdramon, promo 91. 3 cost to Evo on red or purple. It is red and purple. It has raid and retail. And then the inheritable is on deletion. Return 1 red or purple Digimon card from your trash to your hand. I think this card's kind of insane.
Yep.
I am going to give it a 5.
Yep, same. Having just played against Ben in the sim, having like literally just played against him right before we sat down to record this. Yeah, no, that card's actually nutty.
Yeah, testing against his Anubis strategy is the reason why I hate this card.
Yeah.
Why did I immediately see red and purple and just think Perpetual Dramon's back, baby?
I mean, you could theoretically play this, but
I mean, I wouldn't play it in that.
Yeah, I don't think you have the room anymore at the level 4 slot because of the promo shade.
Yeah, no, this is 100% a busted card, though.
Yeah, this is just it's a generically good card.
Yeah.
The issue now is like everything's so archetype based that it's hard to squeeze this into things that aren't bird.decks.
Yeah.
But
Right.
if we still were like doing like good stuff piles like we used to back in the day, this would 100% be a 4 of in most red and purple strategies.
You wouldn't even care that it evos for 3.
Yeah, you
It's
really
so worth
don't.
it.
Like it's
Yeah,
free
I
removal. Like it's raid and retail, so you can always kill something
Anything.
on your opponent's field. Like it's
Yeah,
just
like the biggest
really
thing on your
dumb.
opponent's board is just dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely agree. 5 out of 5. Anything that allows you to add something back to your hand from your trash is pretty good. Because I'm assuming even if it's in the stack that it died in, you can add that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
I'm
add
missing
you
this
can add
one.
anything
Let me
from
add
that
it.
stack.
It's like
yeah,
literally
exactly.
2 of the best keywords from both red and purple.
Yes.
Yep.
And then it
I
also
would-
has recycling.
I would say
it's
the
easy
2
5 out of
best
5.
keywords from each one.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the
it's nutty.
and the on deletion effect's just insane. Yeah, this card's 5 out of 5. It'll probably be pretty expensive because I think it's I want to say it might be a 4 of in the Anubis Merva deck,
You
but
know
I'm
what's
not sure.
You know what's crazy? What's his name? Tyler was playing Beelzemon today, and he was playing that new Devimon. That card is like it's okay. It's okay for like what it was doing. That card has a 7 on play cost, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say is as good as this Saberdramon, and this Saberdramon is only 5 to on play.
Mm, and you can
That's
play it for
also
free.
crazy.
You play
Yeah,
it for free mostly too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Especially
Merv-
with
Merva plays it for
using
free.
Rush and blocker.
Yeah.
right.
Crazy.
Jeez Louise.
All right, next
Moving
card,
on.
Dracomon.
Dracomon, Evo's on Babitomon for 0. Your turn. When your ground Dramon is played, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Wing Dramon from your hand for memory cost of 3. ignoring its Digivolution requirements. And then the inheritable is your turn. When your ground Digimon is played, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Winged Digimon from your hand without paying its Digivolution cost. So it's a free warp. Well, I mean, I guess it's not a free warp Evo, but it's a warp Evo that like basically lets you turbo into an Examon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Brandon, you played Examon.
I mean, the deck is still missing a lot. Like, the best thing you have going for you is the fact that you can still play 4 Davises. But at this point, I think the game is getting too fast, and having only, like, 1 evade isn't really enough to, like, counter stuff.
Yeah.
So I think this is good support for the deck, but I still think the deck needs more. But I don't know what exactly you could give the deck to make it better. Because, I mean, the level 5s are both very good. Being able to allow you to go into Examon, skipping the level 6, that's very good. Maybe some new level 4s? I don't know. Maybe an Alter S style like level 4 that lets you chain Evo instead of having to hard play stuff. Because like this one right here, like you have to play the level 5 again.
Oh
So,
yeah,
like,
true. I forgot about that. Yeah.
You're always having to play the level 5. I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe the deck needs more of this kind of support where it just lets you basically just poop out an Examon. From like every level, like everything like does this the same effect, but
I would say for its deck, I'm definitely saying it's like a 4 out of 5 because it's a step in the right direction for X.
For its deck.
I would agree. Yeah, it's 4 out of 5, but the deck just itself sucks.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not as strong as it used to be.
Yeah. Moving on to Bastamon. I think this is the second Bastamon we've ever gotten in the game. The first one's a vanilla, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, blue vanilla.
Yes. Blue vanilla.
All turns, when this Digimon becomes suspended, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. And then the inheritable is your turn once per turn. When this Digimon would Digivolve, reduce the Evo cost by 1.
This is a 1 because it doesn't fit into Bloom Lord strategy.
Yeah,
that is true. It's green and it's not a Bloom Lord card. Terrible.
No, I mean, its effect would be perfect in Bloom Lord. Like you would suspend this for like a Digisorption. But are you gonna play this? Are you gonna play this over any of that? No, you can't.
Yeah,
so
this is
no,
an
it's a 1.
unsearchable card.
What are you playing this in?
This is a 3 if you're into that, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
This is
furry bait.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think this is less provocative than the original printing that we got though.
Yes, very much so.
The original was wild.
Yeah, I think you play this in what's that Royal Knight, the green one, Leopardmon. I think
Leopardmon.
I think Leopardmon has is
deck.
Beastkin support, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's support for a bad deck.
Yeah, this is like this is like a 2 to me.
Leopardmon had its limelight for about 0.5 seconds, and then people realized, oh, Bloom Lord's just better.
Yeah, Bloom Lord's still just better.
Keep playing Bloom.
Yeah.
Or just play Alliance. We have the new Alliance starter deck coming out soon, so, Alliance fans, there you go.
This card's super mid. Moving on. Destromon. On play when Digivolving, not once per turn. Delete your opponent's Digimon and Tamers with a total play cost of 3. For every Vimon in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, increase the maximum play cost you can choose by this effect by 1.
5 out of 5. 5 out of 5.
And it's got Digicross.
That's kind of insane. Yeah, Digicross -1. So you can tuck a Snatchmon and up to 4 Vimons underneath it to reduce its play cost. So that's a 7. If you just hard play this for 5 memory, tucking all 5 of those, you can nuke 7 total play cost of your opponent's stuff. Opponent's turn inheritable once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon attacks by placing 2 Vimon from one of your Galactimon's Digivolution cards at the bottom of their owner's deck, switch the target of attack to this Digimon.
Oh, so this is perfect for that deck. This deck loves this card.
Oh my god.
This is easy. This is easy.
Galactimon?
Probably not. The answer to whatever you're about to ask is probably not, but this definitely is. This is pretty interesting.
Hey, Sean, I know we didn't really mess around with it too much, but Galactimon, if it popped off, if you got that card out, it was a problem, and this helps that deck a lot.
I mean,
it's great.
I agree. I want to say Caleb.
I'm not saying it's meta.
I think Caleb built the deck, and I think I played against it once or twice,
Yes.
It is okay. I remember thinking that's kind of cool, but I can still out whatever you're trying to do.
It's just like, what's it called?
D Reaper.
It's just like D Reaper, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I see what your
EOS.
strategy is. It takes some. No, don't, not EOS, because EOS has always been bad.
Yeah, EOS has never been good.
EOS came in bad.
You
was
can
like-
hand
it's like-
Eosmon the perfect hand and the perfect draws, and they're still going to lose to like
Yes.
most meta decks just with random hands.
Yeah.
I think in the right hands, and with this card now, I think Galactimon could become one of the better black decks. Like if it gets
not a
to, like,
high bar.
no,
It's-
not at
the
all.
bar,
but,
the bar is not that high.
But like I think maybe one more decent card for this deck, and it could become pretty good. The problem is you got to play all those Venmons.
Yeah.
But it's like once you established Galactimon on the board, it was like a problem card.
Yeah. I would give this a 3. I definitely feel like it definitely like launches Galactimon into like a new little fun
giving it a
playable tier.
I'm
So
gonna give it a
I'm-
4.
I'm playing
taking
it.
it to
I'm
a
building
fun
it.
playable deck.
I give
I'm
it
rebuilding it,
I give it a 4 as well.
throwing it back together. I'll bring it to locals.
Yeah, this card's probably gonna be $20 for no reason, just because it's a one-off box topper.
No,
It's like the Shadramon.
Dude, look at all the promos from BT14.
No.
All these
Sean, I
cards
got
are
first
one
dibs on
per
them if you
box.
pull any. I know. if
Go
you
for it,
pull
dude.
any,
I
I'm
sold my
calling dibs.
Galactimons a long time ago. I have no intention of building that deck. Yeah, I also give it a
It's
4.
a 1 out of 5. It's a plug-in card. Who's playing this?
Yeah, for 5 cost too.
Pause plugin P. I really like this name.
Yeah, yeah.
PP and P.
5 cost. While you have a tamer in play, use the card without meeting its color requirements, like all plugins. Main. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP and cannot activate its Wind Digivolving effects until the end of your opponent's turn. Security is one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP for the turn, then add this to your hand. This is...
A 2.
Why play this when you can play Venusmon?
Yeah,
That's a 1.
this is a 1 for me. Like, it's cute in the decks that can play it for free, like Sakuyamon Maiden Mode and the Sakuyamon that's not Sakuyamon. Yeah, exactly. Like those decks inherently are kind of bad. So like, yeah, I'm gonna give this a 1.
Yeah.
This is like okay.
I'm giving it a 2 purely because I made myself giggle by the PP and P.
Okay, yeah, the name itself. All right.
It's the name.
I like that it's the
Maybe
pause
it's not.
plugin.
Yeah,
Pause?
Yeah, pause.
Minus 6K.
Pause.
No Digivolving effects.
This is a 1 for me because I 100% agree with you. I would just rather play
It's
Venusmon
never-
than worry about
it's
having a
absolutely
2-card combo to do effectively the same thing, but only on one stack that's already
Yeah,
in
it's
play.
never seen play.
Moving on, Prism Garrett, 1 cost. While you have a tamer with the Hunter trait, oh god, it's Hunter support.
It's Hunter support. Yeah, I was waiting for you to figure that out.
While you have a tamer with
Yep.
the Hunter trait in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. Main by placing up to 2 Digimon cards with save in their text from under your tamers or trash under one of your Digimon with save in its text as its bottom Digivolution cards. That Digimon gets plus 1,000 DP for the turn for each card placed by this effect. Securities, add this card to your hand.
0.
I
Hunter doesn't
mean,
need this.
It's like the only thing that makes this kind of okay is the fact that you can tuck from under your trash.
But why are you wasting the 1 memory on this? Like,
It's
I
the only time.
get it. It's niche though.
Yeah, the only time I think this would be good is if like you're playing against a deck that has tamer removal and they've like nuked your tamer that had all your resources underneath it. But even then, like if you still don't have a tamer and you're tucking
still
sort like
losing.
if they out that Digimon or the Digimon dies a security check, you're still not maintaining the resources.
The deck's already so
Okay,
tight
maybe.
as it is. Yeah, the deck's already so tight as it is. Most lists are like, why would? Yeah, I agree. Where would you find the space for this?
Yeah,
Like,
Like
you're
the
not, I'm not
security
playing.
effect.
You're not
The
playing
security
this.
Yeah.
effect's so weak. It just adds to hand.
yeah. I feel like if
Ooh.
the security did the same thing as the main,
Usable.
yeah,
Actually usable.
it would be potentially usable.
Yeah. Pull some stuff from trash, tuck it under stuff. That's easy. Yeah.
But still, even I'm gonna give this the same play costs. that it
Yeah, I'm
has.
gonna give it a 1.
Because like I can't imagine you making room for this and being like, yes, this is good.
This is a good idea.
Yeah. Moving on.
All right, now an actually broken
5
card.
out of 5.
This is 100% 5 out of 5. Zupamon, on play. By placing this card under one of your other Digimon in play as its bottom Digivolution card, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, place those cards at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. Then if you have a Digimon with the Legend Arm trait in play, gain 2 memory. Inheritable, your turn. While you have a Digimon with the Legend Arms trait or a black Digimon in play, this Digimon gains Raid. This is a 5 out of 5. You can play this in
Any black deck.
any black deck and also basically any Greymon strategy if you're not playing the horrendous BT14 War Greymon, because the good one from BT12 is the superior one, and that one is black and red. Also, that one has Raid naturally. What I like about this is it can give the secret BT2 Black War a Raid, and you
that
can
card
also
literally can now clear an entire board.
and you can also give it piercing with the BT12 metal. So you can just, if your opponent poops out a bunch of dudes, you can just attack over everything and basically just kill them.
For free, basically. It's great.
Yes.
Yeah, no, also we have to mention this card was part of a Degenerate Infinite loop.
Mhm.
So it's obviously 5 out of 5. There's a whole ban list because of this card.
They introduced a new kind of ban specifically for this card and specifically one tamer that we're getting in EX5 and what they enabled.
Yeah,
it's
this
actually
card just
kinda-
enables so many new strategies with like older cards.
Yeah. It also is kind of nutty that the fact that it gives you free information by doing the whole reveal top 3, put it on top and bottom. So like the fact you get to choose too, so that's really strong.
Yeah.
So that's
It's just crazy. It's crazy that Bandai can print cards like this and then the Prism Garrett.
They're just right next to
These
each
cards
other.
are right next to each other. I think these are actually in different packs though. So the first 6 cards are from one pack, and then the second pack is starting with the Zupamon. For those of you that don't
Yeah,
know,
because I believe the Zubamon pack is the what did they call it? They called it the limited card set.
they called it the.
Whereas-
Hopefully, I pull Zupamon out of this pack because that's the only card
whereas
I'm
the other
looking
one's a
for.
3rd anniversary update pack.
So yeah, 5 out of 5. Any other thoughts?
Nope.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Great card.
Good card. Love that card.
Ragna still sucks as a deck and archetype, but that's going to be a good card in other decks, just like Ragnalordmon is. Moving on, Seadramon. On play / when digivolving, one of your blue Digimon cannot be deleted in battle until the end of your opponent's turn. Inheritable, your turn once per turn. When you play another Digimon by an effect, one of your blue Digimon gains Rush for the turn.
So Aegistramon Sport.
Yes. And
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
yeah, that explains why I've seen a little bit of an uptick in the price of that card, because I noticed that like a couple weeks ago.
Chris, you played that card. What do you think about
Yeah,
this?
you built that deck and lost with it.
Giving a card that gets played out is very strong. I think in any archetype, obviously.
Yeah.
Especially in Aegistramon, that is like what that whole deck is built on. It's been a while since I played it, but as soon as you started reading off this card, I thought of the Gecko or the Shogun Geckomon,
Yeah.
the one from the previous set. But then the Inheritable, that's straight just for Aegistramon because
Yeah, that's gas.
well, I mean the new stuff for Gomamon, they play out cards too. But this card specifically, I think, would work best in Aegistramon. I still don't think it's enough to push the deck over, like, and make it like a contender. It'll make the deck fun, because that was the problem. Is you would play out your cards, but then you'd get their on play effects, but now you can't do anything with it.
Is losing fun though? I don't know if it's gonna make the deck fun.
No, I mean, no. It'll be like nifty and cool. You'll play out your
When you
Gomamon.
pop up, it's nice.
Yeah, you'll play out your Gomamon, draw 2 cards, and be like, now I can attack with my Gomamon. It's like,
Yeah. Oh my.
no, it's okay. It's a good card. It's like I'll give it like a 3 out of 5, because I just think the Inheritable is still really good, and I think maybe in future sets, like, this card could potentially become broken. It's got like high upside.
Yeah, honestly, this is kind of funny. The first thing I thought of when I saw this card was actually Melgaru Jogress,
Yeah.
because you can play out from your
Yeah.
sources and give that guy rush, which is hilarious, but you never would play it.
Well,
That
you
extra
could. The
type
thing
of-
is,
I mean, you could.
because this is on play and when digivolving, so yeah, you could kick this out and then give something on your
you could give your Melga the ability to not die in battle, so it effectively
which
has
is very nice,
jamming.
Yeah.
So I think this card has potential in maybe like future sets where it's like maybe something will take advantage of this card.
I feel like there's
Yeah.
more potential if you put this in the Melga DNA deck than Aegis Dramon, just
Right.
because that deck I think has more kill potential.
Going for it.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, I would also give this a 3. It's definitely
3.
got potential.
It's
Middle
like
of
the
the
perfect mid card, average card.
Moving
Alright.
on, 0 out of 5.
5 out of
Edamon.
5 out of 5. It's Edamon.
On play, when digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. That's always a strong effect. Inheritable. On deletion, you may play one yellow or black Digimon card with a play cost of 3 or less from your hand without paying the cost. Chris, you want to talk about this? I don't play Edamon.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's a
kinda
cool
mid.
card. I just mainly like it for the art, to be honest. Like, I just like the art. Like,
It
the
looks
art's
like
like a
Is he
5 out of 5.
holding Monzimon? Like, he's got his
That's-
arm
it's
over
a-
him? Like he's
Not
like-
actually Monzimon. It looks like it's like a teddy
Like a
bear
plush of
of
him.
Monzimon. Yeah.
Isn't Monzimon a teddy bear, though?
Yeah, but Monzimon's huge.
It's a big teddy
It's a
bear.
building size.
Oh,
It's kind
okay.
of great. They're like small house.
I mean, the D-Digivolve's nice, but I just wouldn't seem like if
Would
you're
this-
playing this in the Sukumon, like the poop deck, you're not playing this.
Okay, I was going to
Yeah, I
ask,
don't
like,
know.
would it even make the cut in
Yeah.
any
I don't think it makes the
strategies?
cut.
You'd have to play this in like a pure Edamon deck, and I just think that's way more
Barrel of
inferior
Monkeys.
to. Yeah, the Barrel of Monkeys deck. That's a great name for it. You'd have to play that in this, but I just think that the poop deck is like a better deck.
So my problem with this card is when we get to it a little bit later, the actual set we're
Yeah,
getting
there's-
to EX5.
There's a better Edamon.
Oh,
yeah,
is there?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
super.
pretty sure it's a super rare.
It is. It's
Alright.
really good too.
So 1 out of 5 then?
Yeah, it's just like,
I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 because I really like the art.
Yeah, it's a
I
one
just
for
like
me.
it. It looks
Okay.
cool.
Moving on. Kawagamon. On play, when digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers cannot unsuspend until the end of your opponent's turn. Your turn
Oh, that's
inheritable. This Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP.
That's kind of mid.
That is.
It's
The first effect's very good.
I don't even think it's
Again,
that good. It says can't unsuspend. So that
no,
means it already has to be
can't, yeah.
suspended.
Oh, yeah,
Like
you're right.
that, we already
Yeah,
have
so-
green cards that say suspended and it can't unsuspend. This card just says,
Well,
"Hey, if you happen to already be suspended, you can't unsuspend."
Well, the thing is,
Listen.
it doesn't specify it has to already be suspended. So if you're playing against a deck that unsuspends, you could freeze it. Like,
No.
let's say my Garu, for
I
example,
mean,
you can make it so
I'm
my
gonna
Garu
hit you
can't
with an I
suspend.
guess on that one because like how it like
Technicality.
cool. You've made it kind of awkward for my turn
Here,
if I'm
listen.
like relying on an unsuspending effect.
Yeah,
This
stop
is the
splits on me,
problem.
guys.
this
This
is
is
the
broken.
problem. Okay.
It's
This
green.
is the second green card that we've come across
hmm
that's not directly Bloomlord support, and we all agree it's bad. So
Yes.
again, this
an
is the problem
insectoid,
with
though.
green. Yes, this is the problem with green. If it's not directly Bloomlord support, or it's not like an absolutely cracked
Or it's not
new
Rosemont
line
support.
for green, yes, it's bad. So it's like this card's inherently bad.
Yeah, and the insectoid archetype, I think it's getting support now, but this is far and away not good. It's not gonna
Yes.
make the cut. Like this
Yeah.
is
This is a 1.
yeah, this is a 1 for sure. This card, I don't even know if this card would have been good in like 1.5 format. The fact that it requires it to already be suspended is so
No,
bad.
it doesn't. It doesn't require.
I mean, it doesn't require it, but in order to stun something, it requires it, to be suspended. Yes,
Yeah.
I understand
You're
that. Yeah,
preventing-
it makes it awkward if you're doing something that like unsuspends you after you attack or something like that.
Yeah.
But the effect itself doesn't do
bad.
anything if you're just unsuspended and you have no intention
Already.
of unsuspending.
Yep.
Like they just
I'm gonna
I think
I'm
you're
gonna activate
missing out.
effect
You're missing
target.
out
Target that guy. Put a token on him so we remember you can't unsuspend.
Then you
target that BT1 Taikamiya. Oh, okay,
you
sure.
got me.
Yeah.
It's like if I have BT1 Omni out, I can't swing twice. You got me, dude.
Darn.
Watch out for that.
This is literally a card straight out of like BT1. Get this card off the screen.
Yeah, this is actually a 0 out of 5. Like,
yeah, easy.
Moving on.
All right, some almost quasi Machine Dramon support.
It's 100% Machine Dramon support. A Raramon has the effect this card / Digimon is also treated as having the Cyborg trait. On play, when Digivolving, by trashing 1 card from your hand, draw 2. When attacking, inheritable by trashing 1 card from your hand, delete 1 of your opponent's level 3 Digimon.
Yeah, I like this card. I'd play it. I mean, it helps you cycle, and that effect is also on play, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the best part about this card is you don't have to. A lot of the Machine Dramon cards, like the Higuramon or
Analog Man,
are very specific that you have to trash a certain level or it has to be Machine or Cyborg, and this doesn't say that. So yeah, this card's actually really good. I'd probably test it out.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd probably play 4 of this.
Yeah, I would.
Because like,
it could replace the Guardromon.
Yeah.
Guardromon can't attack. He can.
Yeah.
Because
you're missing out on 1 extra blocker, but who cares?
You Evo into this guy, you're trashing a card and drawing 3 cards.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
that card's really good. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. It's not a 5 out of 5 because it is a 3 to Digivolve, but I like the 4 on play as well. So
yeah, very good. I'm also going 4.
Yeah, I really like this card. I didn't know this card was in here. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a 4. I don't want to do half points, but if I were gonna do half points, I would probably give this a 4.5.
Yeah. Sean, I want you to just reread that name for me.
Raramon.
Yeah, Raramon, Brandon.
What?
It's just Raramon.
No, it's just Raramon. Yeah, Raramon.
There's no extra R at the end of the rare. It's not rare.
I'm not saying rarer. I'm saying Raramon.
It's just rare.
Yeah. No, Brandon,
it's a promo.
Raramon. What are you not getting from this, Brandon?
It's just like Ravamon.
Move along.
It's literally Ravamon, but you replace the V with an R. It's Ravamon.
Move along.
God, Brandon, you're so stupid.
I'm out of here.
Anyways, moving on to the last one, Skull Greymon. On play / when Digivolving. I'm so happy they're starting to do this where everything is on play / when Digivolving.
Does both.
That's one of the best arts in the game. I wish that was foil and textured.
And a full art instead of like the...
By deleting 1 of your Digimon, delete 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. On deletion, you may play 1 red or purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. Inheritable on deletion, you may play 1 red or purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost.
Meh. Don't care.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it definitely seems like a late game card. I mean, it gets rid of like Floodgate.
I'm gonna give it a hard play and a 4 to Digivolve. What would you ever play this in?
I agree, but the art looks really cool, so I'm gonna give it a 1.
That's bad.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
I feel like we already like the BT14 Skull Gray is better than this.
Just better, yes. We just have a better card. I feel like we got this card way too late.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, this would have been sets ago. Maybe it's maybe
agreed.
But 4 to Evo for a level 5? Get out of here.
Yeah, and the effect isn't even that insane.
Then it's got all that text.
It does have a lot of text on it.
It must be
all right,
good.
Let me spit this at you guys, all right?
Please don't.
He cost the same amount as Hellugermon.
Helluger is a 3 cost. Oh, do you mean the on play?
The on play.
Oh yeah, I mean clearly this card is not. I mean Hellugermon is broken. This card is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's trash tier. Put it in the garbage. If I pull this, I'm ripping it in front of you, Chris. Just
Whoa.
Seto Kaiba-ing that thing.
Wow. I will give this a 1. I don't think this is playable in anything I can think of.
Yeah.
It's cool that you get the on plays, but who cares? It's a rookie. We're past that point.
Yeah, for real. Now onto the actual set.
Starting off with the Tamas. Sunmon. Your turn. Once per turn, when an effect places the top card of this Digimon in its Digivolution cards, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand with a Digivolution cost reduced by 1. I still have not seen the Grace Novamon deck function.
Same.
It seems kind of like you're just riffle shuffling your stack like every turn, from my understanding, but I haven't seen it like pop off.
I think I've seen it played before, and I do think that the deck is okay. It's definitely gimmicky.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like
but-
Alter S with more steps.
Anything,
Yeah.
but anything like any
It's
kind
like
of
more
Tama
complicated
that's gonna,
Ultras.
yeah, any Tama that's gonna reduce Digivolution cost for its archetype, in my opinion, is always gonna be pretty good. But I'm gonna give this like a 3 out of 5 because I just don't know how good the deck really is.
Yeah.
I
Also,
agree.
before we get on to the actual set itself, just to preface this, EX sets do not have pre-release cards because we don't have a pre-release format. So some of these cards might just straight up be dog water because you can't use them in any situation. Looking at you, Niaromon. But, like, yeah, the Sunmon, I'm pretty sure it's good for his archetype.
Do
Like,
you even
does
play, like, do you play both of these Tamas in the archetype, or do you just pick
Yeah,
one?
that's what I'm wondering. Like, what are your ratios? You run 4 of one, 1 of the other? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What's the second one do? What's that say?
All right, so
yeah.
Moonmon, your turn once per turn. When you play a Tamer with the Night Claw or Light Fang
Oh,
trait, this Digimon may
no.
Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand. This seems
Maybe I'd
like
have
it's
to read
better.
the Tamers.
they're two different decks. Okay, I remember now. Okay, listen.
Oh, they are two
This
different
is-
decks?
Yes. Okay. They're like this because it's dawn and dusk. Brandon, remember those old
from the
DS
Digimon
games?
World DS games. Yeah,
so
no.
I
It's a game
believe
from
they're two
back.
different decks. Oh, I mean they're all right.
How are they
I
two
think
different
we'll piece
decks?
it-
The goal is to go into Grace Nova.
Can't you just do that with just one of them?
Yes, I'm saying like I thought these were both
You
for the
only have
same
one
deck.
line for each one.
Like they're
Pretty sure
both
I'm
like
not.
standalone lines, and then you play them together,
Right.
you know, to Captain Planet and to Grace Novamon.
Come together.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to. We're gonna have to. I guess we'll figure it out as we keep going down, huh?
As
Yeah.
is, I'm saying 3 for both of them.
I
That score can go
Yeah.
up or down.
I agree. I think the Moonmon seems like it's better than the Sunmon to me.
Right.
I would agree.
I'll agree with you on that. Yeah.
I think they're both 3s, but I think the Moonmon, just like reading it, seems like it's better. Moving on, Niaromon. All turns while the Digimon is suspended, it gets 1,000 DP. 1.
1.
0.
Dog water.
1. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we're
Trash.
not going to 0.
Trash.
Yeah.
Fremon. We have 2
green babies?
What?
2 green Tamas?
Why?
Where's the yellow Tama?
Dude, for
What?
real, they literally skimped on a yellow Tama.
Tama. Oh my god.
Fremon. When attacking once per turn, if this Digimon has dog water in its name, draw 1. I'm gonna
That's right. This is the Digimon set. Yes.
I'm gonna give this a 1 because it mentions Leomon.
No. This is a solid. This is any card that allows you to draw a card. It's at least a 3.
But it requires you to have Leomon in the name. That means you're
That's
playing a
I'm pretty
Leomon
sure.
deck. That means
John,
you're losing.
I think some of the Leomon, Sean, but I think some of the Leomon cards in this set are actually decent.
There's no such thing. That's
Like
an
the
oxymoron.
Bancho- I think the Bancho, not the Bancho Leomon in this set's actually good.
Is it a
No.
Boncho? It is a Boncho.
No.
I think. Okay, let's go on.
Yeah, it's a 2.
I'm gonna give that a 1. It requires you to play Leomon.
Okay.
You're drawing.
Tokomon.
So you're putting this in a Leomon deck, obviously. So you're
I'm
drawing
building
cards. If your
Leomon,
name is
straight
Leomon,
up.
you're drawing into more Leomon
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
Terrible. You're just seeing more Leomons.
Disgusting.
Oh.
That's
Awful.
fine. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, it's definitely trash tier. Tokomon on deletion. If it's your opponent's turn, draw one. Why do they keep doing this to black Digitamas? This is so stupid. It's just like the other one, except for the other one reveals it. And if it's a black card, you get to add it to your hand, but only on your opponent's turn.
Only opponent turn.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's
bad. It's so. Hey, get you. Hey, this is like if you failed a test and your dad sat you down and was like, "Hey, you'll get them next time, champ."
This is literally power creeped that Tama, but like not like it's just like slightly better.
slightly better.
It just
Yeah.
always adds it to your
Oh.
hand if it's your opponent's
Oh
turn.
my god, it's so bad.
Yeah, that's a 1.
It's
This-
a 1. Yeah, it's
super
a 1.
bad.
Golly.
Zalmon,
So
your
bad.
turn once per turn. When you play Digimon by an effect, draw 1. I don't
It's
think
okay.
it definitely fits with the
Doesn't get
Anubis that
played.
we're gonna see, but I don't think they play this, Tama.
No, they use BT6
Sunamon, yeah, the draws card when you discard cards because it's more consistent. Yeah, yeah,
because you're gonna. It's a more consistent draw card.
yeah. Because this only really happens when you go into your top end.
Yep.
And the other
Whereas
one
with the other one, you can do it at level 4, level 5,
and
whenever.
level 6. Yeah,
Right, so there's just a better one than this.
yeah. This card's
Yep.
a 2 for me. I mean,
I'm
It
also
seem-
going 1.
I
All
I
these
think
Tamas are super underwhelming.
yeah.
think if not for the fact that there was a better one than this, it would be better. But the fact that there's like a card that's better than this, like,
If-
brings it down.
If we didn't have BT6 Sunamon, because like all the decks I can think of just off the top of my head, I mean, I guess you could play this in Mastamon, where it would be better
Yeah.
than the BT6 Sunamon as your
Yeah.
purple Tama, but like even then, like I don't know, it's just kind of underwhelming.
I don't think it's a bad card. I think it's an average card. I'd probably give it like a 2.
I think if this were a black Tama, I would give it a 3 or a 4. But
I'm just
the
saying. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
the purple Tamas, we just have better purple Tamas.
Yeah, I was going to say, this being the follow-up to Baumon, wow.
It's pronounced Zhao.
Wow.
Zhaomon.
Zhao.
Yeah, well, Baumon is very clearly infinitely better than this card.
Yeah, obviously it needs to be banned. I'll give this a 2. Just it's okay.
Yeah, it's just
That's
a
a
2.
1
It's
for me.
okay.
Moving on.
Okay, so here are some of these cards.
COVIDmon. Start of your main
COVID,
phase.
oh
If you have
my
a tamer with the
God.
Light Fang or Nightclaw trait, gain 1 memory. He himself.
Okay.
Oh, okay, it's a tamer. My bad.
Yeah, it has to be a Tamer.
Yeah, I was about to say he himself has Light Fang.
Look,
Yeah, he just promotes.
I think with-
Yeah.
I think with the Tamas, you're gonna play one or the other. Cause look at the
You
look
can
at the
Evo on top
Digivolutions.
either. Yeah.
Yeah, the Evo's on
Yeah,
top of
That's what I'm
the
it's
saying.
Evo.
You
either.
play, I'm pretty sure you play the entire line. It's like an Alter S deck.
Okay.
Inheritable. Main, once per turn by placing the top card of this Digimon with the Light Fang or Nightclaw trait as the bottom Digivolution card of this Digimon. Gain 2 memory. Seems like it's probably
Okay,
good.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
good. I like that. I mean, it's 2 memory. That's 2 memories
Yeah.
a lot.
yeah,
Two
that
memory
is
for
a
doing
lot.
what the deck wants to do.
Some decks would be like 1 memory.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was Luga, it'd be 4.
I guess it's a 3. I mean, it seems
Yeah,
like
it's
a
a-
good effect, but
Off the Grace Nova deck with something like this is a good step.
yeah.
With 3 is
All right. Are you guys okay? Phyramon. On play, when Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with a Light Fang trait and 1 card with a Nightclaw or Galaxy trait among them to your hand. Place the rest to the bottom of your deck. Inheritable. Your turn. This
Okay, so
Digimon
it does-
gets plus 2,000 DP on your turn.
So it does search the Grace Nova, which is very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
was
think it
kinda
searches-
worried it's gonna be one of those situations.
I think it
where,
searches every
deck
card in the
doesn't
deck, if I'm
search
not
its whole
mistaken,
summon.
including the Tamers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. Any kind of card that searches that much
I
is really good.
agree. I would always give this a 4.
Because there's also like so many decks out there that just don't search their tippity top end. Like there are decks out there that are just like, oh, I'm trying to build to this card. Yeah, but I don't search it.
I can't search it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this.
So yeah, I agree. 4. DP is also always good.
Yeah.
This card
That's what she said.
the first of that what is it? Sovereign deck?
Yeah. Indramon
Incorrect.
is the first of the Deva/Sovereigns.
Yep.
On play, draw 1. Then you may play 1 Digimon card with the Diva trait with a different name from cards in your battle area or trash from your hand to an empty space in your breeding area without paying the cost. On deletion, draw 1. And heritable. While this Digimon has the 4 Sovereigns or God Beast trait, this Digimon gains security attack +1.
Ooh, giving security check +1 is very good.
I mean, it's 7 cost, but like I think there's ways to cheap this out.
Yeah, I think the deck
from what I
actually might
remember.
natively be able to play stuff.
Yeah, like for way cheaper than this. So I mean, it's a lot of draw, on deletion draw, and then security tech +1. I mean, it seems like a okay card to me. I'm gonna give it like middle of the road, like 3 out of 5.
Yeah, potential to go up if there's a way to cheap it out easier.
Yeah.
I agree. I think this is probably one of the better level 5s from that deck, without remembering what the other ones do.
Yeah.
Sandiramon.
And then here's some of the other ones.
On play, draw 1. Then you may play 1 Digimon card with the Diva trait with a different name from cards in your battle area or trash from your hand to an empty space in your breeding area without paying the cost. On deletion, delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. Inheritable is the same as the other one, security attack +1 if they have 4 Sovereigns or God Beast trait.
I think all of them give security check +1 for the red ones, right?
Seems that way, because the next one has the same one.
I'm gonna give this one a 2 out of 5 because it's on deletion. In my opinion, it's a little bit worse. I'd rather draw a card than not delete something.
Yeah,
I agree. So I'd say a 2 as well.
Yeah. Okay. Pajiramon. This thing is ugly.
Yeah.
What's happening? It's like a goat centaur with a.
Yeah, you should have seen him in the anime.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So he has the same effect. On play, draw 1, and then you may play whatever. On deletion, if your opponent has a tamer, gain 1 memory, and then you heritable is the same.
Worse.
This is like a 1.
Yeah, because it's requiring your opponent to have something.
Yeah.
Too specific, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, the first one was definitely the best, and then it just went downhill from there.
Yeah, it's literally 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Next for the Grace Nova deck.
Flareamon. When you would play or Digivolve into this card, if you have a Digimon with the Light Fang, Nightclaw, or Galaxy in its trait with 3 or more Digivolution cards, reduce the cost by 2.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay.
On play and Digivolve. That's actually really nice.
If I'm understanding how this works,
you would have to reveal it.
You can Evo into this guy for 1 memory on top of the archetypes level 4s.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to like the Metal Guard Angemon, where it was like when this card would do insert this.
Yeah,
then proc that effect.
BT8 Angemon, yeah. So this seems like it's good.
Like that.
On play when Digivolving.
Yeah, I like this.
Delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. Then heritable is 2,000 DP on your turn.
So I'm still going to give this a straight up 4, just for the ability to Evo for 1.
Yeah, I agree. 4 just for the top part.
If its other effects would have been better, I would have given it a 5 out of 5. But its DP is like whatever. It's okay. And then, but its other effect is, I mean, I guess maybe if this deck struggles against like floodgates, like those pesky level 3s, like at least this can get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just for being able to Digivolve for 1, I mean, if you're just playing these cards, this is always a 1.
Yeah.
So it's easily 4 out of 5.
I agree. That's a 1 cost level 5 is extremely strong.
Yep.
Agreed.
All right. Moving on.
The first ace of the set.
Anybody want to try to say that? I don't know how to say that.
Jaquaimon.
All right.
Yeah, Jaquaimon.
What you guys said. Hand counter, blast Digivolve. It's an ace card, obviously. When digivolving, when attacking, once per turn, by deleting one Digimon with 6,000 DP or less, or the Diva trait, this Digimon gets security attack +1 for the turn. Not, it is once per turn. And then on deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
God, I kind of want to like just skip to the option cards because I'm pretty sure there's an option card specifically for the Deva deck that makes them a little more like viable. I want to say.
I think I know what you're talking about, Brandon. I agree. There is a way to cheap these out for less than what they're supposed to be, and this card, from just what we've read with these other level 5s, is like really good because you're gonna be deleting those cards, gaining their effects, and then this card's gonna be popping off with like multiple security checks. So and it's gonna be getting rid of something. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. I think this is a really good card. I just don't think the deck itself is very competitive. Like, I think because I think I've seen a video of the deck being played, and I just remember it being like.
Is this one of those decks that...
Was it when I played versus Ben?
Maybe.
I played him on the sim when he was using this deck.
Yeah. Is this one of those decks that's just gonna hard lose to Solarmon?
I don't know.
Not necessarily.
Reduce play cost. I don't know.
I don't think this deck would have an issue with Floodgate rookies because there's so much low level deletion.
Yeah, removal.
Yeah.
We also have to remember this is an ace, so if it gets outed, -4 memory.
That's the thing I like least about it. Like, it being an ace is cute, but I think this would be better if it weren't an ace because then you could just Evo into it, pop itself, and delete your opponent's highest thing. But like, if you do that, you're
just negging 4.
And that's if you ace Evo into it, you're losing 4 memory. If you hard Evo into it for 3, you're losing 7 memory, effectively.
Yeah. So I'm going to give this a 3.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 as well.
All right, next Grace Nova card.
Apollomon. When digivolving, Blitz, never a bad thing. Your turn for every 3 of the Digimon's Digivolution cards, this Digimon gains security attack +1. Your turn, once per turn, when a card is removed from your opponent's security stack, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon.
Oh, that's good.
14k if you have the level 5. So again,
if you have any of the red line,
as well.
Yeah, every single one of the reds gave it +2k. I'm pretty sure.
16,
no,
so 16.
The level 3 didn't. Only the level 4 and 5 did.
4, yeah. 4 and 5, 4 and 5.
Yeah, that's the one that you gain 2 memory.
Gain 2 memory.
So
this red line's not looking too bad, guys. If the blue line looks this strong, like this deck might be okay.
Yeah.
Like Ultras.
Yeah, this seems like
what's a Digivolve for? What's that first line say? Digivolve into or level 5?
It's for cost of 4.
Yeah, it just evos for 4.
Gotcha.
This seems like a power creeped starter deck 1 War Greymon.
Yeah, Blitz security check for every source and removal. Yeah,
I do remember this. This deck gets a lot of sources underneath it, so this card is going to be popping off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This seems like it's very dangerous. I'm going to give this a 4. This seems pretty good.
I agree.
I'm going 4 as well. This is a very good card.
If it's alt art, I'm assuming it's going to have an alt art. If it's alt art goes hard, I'm going to bump it up to a 5.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Well, it better go hard.
I'm pretty sure the alt arts for this deck look really sick.
Yeah, they're all very beautiful.
We can skip the next card. 0 out of 5. It's going to 1. So we don't need to talk about
that. I do want to say one more thing about this card. So the interaction, from my understanding, you like end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's the alt art.
This is Apollo's alt art.
I can't see it. I'm watching the stream.
Oh.
We'll see it at the end.
It's very beautiful.
From my understanding, you Evo into Grace Novamon like you end of turn DNA into it. So you could theoretically Evo into this Apollomon, blitz at your opponent's security, check a bunch, blow something up, and then end of turn DNA into Grace Nova, and then like nuke something else.
Yep.
So that seems
pretty nutty.
Pretty good.
This deck, I'm liking this deck.
Yeah, I'll probably try it. We'll see how good it is versus
Like,
the
I built
Anubis
Ultra, I
broken
built
stuff,
Grey
though.
Yeah.
Trashmon X Antibody. On play / when Digivolving, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 2 cards with Garurumon or X Antibody and their names among them to your hand. Return the rest to the bottom of your deck. If you added a card, trash 1 card in your hand. Inheritable. All turns once per turn when the Digimon with Garurumon or Omnimon in its name would be deleted in battle. By returning 2 non-Digi-Egg cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck, prevent that deletion.
Yeah, it's a 5.
Yeah, this is obviously a
It's a
5, and Bandai
5,
agreed
yeah.
because it's going
And
to
they hit it
1 in about a month.
Yep, March. So, again, having just play tested with Ben, in one turn, I was able to basically go through my entire deck, and this helped greatly in that. The fact that generically grabs 2 cards, no matter what, like Garu or X Antibody, it doesn't say one or the other, so you can grab 2 Garus, you can grab 2 X Antibodies. It's all broken. So, it's the best searcher the deck has. Enough said.
Alright, 5 out of 5. I'm done talking about it. Okay, this is
Lunamon.
Here we go. This is what I want to see.
Start your main phase by returning 1 of your Digimon to their owner's hand, gain 2 memory.
That's hilarious. Let me just bounce your floodgate back. Sorry, bro.
One of
I
your
get memory.
Digimon. I also misunderstood at first, but it's one of your Digimon.
It's one of your...
That would be
It's one of your
insane if
Digimon.
it was just a rookie
That would
that's
be
like, start a main
awesome.
phase, bounce that back, idiot, gain 2 memory.
Yeah,
That would be
too
broken.
Your
This would be
Digimon.
this would be a 10 out of 5. Inheritable. Main once per turn by placing the top card of this Digimon with the Nightclaw or Light Fang trait as the bottom evolution cards with this Digimon. Gain 2 memory, so it's the same as
so
the
the
red.
same thing as the red one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean this.
Not bad.
I'm gonna say 3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, 3.
Very good rookies for the deck.
I'd have to either watch the deck get played or play it myself to really like know how good
Yeah,
some of
like
these
clearly
cards
there's
are.
some kind of cute interaction here, but I don't know what it
Yes.
is.
Yeah, once you're in the
Agreed.
nitty gritty with it, like actually doing the technicalities of playing the deck, it'll probably show itself to be a little more better.
Yeah.
Lekismon.
Yeah. On play when Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with a Nightclaw trait and 1 card with a Light Fang or Galaxy trait among them to your hand. Place the rest
They're
on
all
the
the
bottom of
same.
your deck. Inheritable is opponent's turn plus 2,000
Opponent's
DP.
turn. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They're
so
all the
it's-
same.
Yeah,
This is-
4.
This is
Because
definitely a
it
4
searches,
because
4.
it has the same search power as the other one.
Yeah,
Yup.
4. Easy.
Yeah. Moving on.
Alright, mistake.
Antilamon.
No, you go back up. We gotta talk about Mistake the card.
Why does he look like that?
That's
Like,
what I
Draymond
said. He
Green
looks
body-
so
Leave him
goofy.
alone.
He looks so dumb.
Like, why is his tongue sticking out like that? He looks like the dumbest dog in the world.
Look at those
Leave
spikes.
him alone. Leave him
So
alone.
dumb.
Oh my god.
He is the goodest of boys.
He
being
looks like he's
misused
listening.
by all these other people.
He looks like he listens to Linkin Park 24/7 nonstop.
That looks like
Wow.
Evanescence to me.
Evanescence,
Wow.
yeah, okay.
Rude.
Garurumon X Antibody. When Digivolving, draw 2. Then trash 2 cards in your hand. If Garurumon or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, gain 1 memory. And the inheritable is the same as the Gabumon.
Yeah,
So
just
before you
battle
say
protection.
anything, Brandon, before anybody says, this is the inherent problem with purple cards right here. Okay? It's the fact that it says draw 2, then discard 2. Okay?
Mhm.
It should be draw 1, discard 2. Because you're gaining 1 card off the Digivolution.
Yeah.
So you're technically plussing. That's the problem that they keep printing with purple cards. You're gaining advantage.
Are you back? You froze.
Oh my! I froze on that. Oh my god.
Yeah, you said
Honestly, I was
you
happy
said
that
you're
you
gaining
froze.
advantage and then you froze.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, I'm
So
glad.
the
No, don't even do it. It's over.
inherent
That's
problem with these purple cards is they gain advantage by having draw 2, discard 2.
Yeah, there's
It
no
should say draw
downside. There's no
1.
drawback to the discard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're gaining advantage. When you discard cards from your hand, you shouldn't have more cards than what you started with.
Mhm.
That's the inherent problem. Because with Digimon, every time you Digivolve, you draw a card. It's almost like they didn't take that into account when they did this.
No, they 100% did because they printed like 3 more cards that do the exact same thing. They just happen to be level 5s.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
playing as
it's
Ben,
ridiculous.
There's Blue Marimon, there's Lady Devimon, Eismon. Like there's so many cards that were printed in purple specifically that are this card too.
Yeah. 0 out of 5.
always
Stupid looking dog. Worst dog in the
5 out of
world. Worse than Balmon, for sure.
Wow. Yeah. 5 out of 5. He was he flew too close to the sun.
Can't wait to see that card at 1.
Now, when I watched this Deva deck or whatever, Deva deck
Diva.
played.
Uh-huh.
Dava.
Yeah. I do remember seeing this Antilamon get played a lot, so it must be good. I remember seeing it in the breeding area a lot.
This is the
Antilamon,
exact same
one-
starting one.
on play,
Yeah.
draw 1, and then do the same thing as the rest of them. When attacking, trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. And the inheritable is when attacking once per turn if this Digimon has the 4 Sovereign or God Beach trait, gain 1 memory. This does seem really good.
Yeah, the gaining 1
Yeah.
memory is very nice.
The trashing of source
Tripping
is
a source
good.
is always very good.
Yeah, I would say a 4, 3.
I'd say 3.
Yeah, 3.
I'll probably give it a 3.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the best one out of the divas in the blue.
That's just the one I remember the most, like seeing a lot of.
It looks like he's
Yeah.
practicing Tai Chi.
Yeah.
Terriermon just goofing off.
And Lopmon.
Lopmon's over there
And
slumping.
Yeah, hiding underneath the text.
Yeah.
All right, Cressamon.
Yep.
This looks like it's going to be the same as the other level 5. When you would play or Digivolve into this
Agreed.
card, if you have a Digimon with Nightclaw or Light Fang or Galaxy in its traits with 3 or more Digivolution cards, reduce the cost by 2. On
That when
play,
Digivolving effect is broken.
when Digivolving, one of your
Yo.
opponent's Digimon can't suspend until the end of your opponent's turn. Inheritable is the same as the other one. This seems like...
I mean,
Is this a 5?
I think this might be a
Yeah.
5. This is this is better than the level 5 in red.
both of those level 5, dude.
Those level 5s are cracked.
I wish our level 5s in most archetypes like play. If they just need to put this restriction on this, like if you only play this card in this deck, reduce the cost by 2. It's like that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. It would help people
Both your level 5s.
it would help you come back in a game because like once you lose
Yes.
advantage in this game, it's really hard to come back without like certain cards.
Yeah.
Like both your level 5s Digivolving for 1. That's crazy.
That's why hybrid decks are so good.
Yeah, for real.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
this-
why Jet's
I-
at 1.
I think this is a 5. Like the fact
is a
that you
5.
can
No,
you
I
can
agree.
stun something on top of evoing for 1 memory is pretty insane.
Yo.
I will say it's not nearly as broken as the not suspending cards that we get later, because this can't target Tamers. It only targets Digimon. I think it's later in BT15 we start getting the ability to stun anything. So,
I would say I'm thankful that that's the case because this evos
Yeah.
for 1 memory on top of that effect.
Yup.
And
Very
you can
good.
just hard play this and be like, hey, look who's not killing me on your turn because you only have 1 stack. You can attack.
yeah,
Yep.
sorry, Machine Dramon, you can't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a 5.
That's a 5.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Very good
It's
card.
double cheeked up Cressamon. Majiramon. On play, draw 1, and then blah blah blah. Your turn once per
This
turn.
card also looks really bad.
It does look pretty hideous. It's got like a Fu Manchu going. Once per turn, your turn when you use an option card with a cost of 1 or more, gain 1 memory, and the inheritable is the same
okay.
as the other one. When attacking, gain 1 memory.
I think this deck literally has option cards. So I know this one does make it cheaper.
Yeah.
I think there's a
it's like
1
a
cost
3.
option card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a 3.
Yeah, it seems like it's probably a 3.
Yeah.
Hideous
Three
artwork.
is
Middle
fine.
of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mahiramon.
Oh, this
On-
guy's a mess.
On play, draw 1, and then blah blah blah. Your turn, once per turn, when you play Digimon, trash the top Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon, and then your inheritable is the same as the others, gain 1 memory when attacking.
1. I'll give it a 2 because typically like the level 5 is like the important one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd give it a 3 because trashing the top Digivolution card also dodges like getting rid of like X antibody. I don't know, that's not as relevant as it used to be, but
That actually is true because trashing the bottom won't do anything if they have X antibody.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
would
super
say
relevant
this,
anymore. But
I would say
But
this
I mean-
is a 3. I think trashing Digivolution cards is good. I think it's better than the other ones.
yeah, I think this is probably
Okay.
the best of the blues we've had so far. Like the Antilamon trashes bottom source. Okay, cool. This one gets rid of top. Like you said, if you could have trashed the top security of that Alphamon stack, maybe you didn't lose in locals. Just saying.
I don't
No more
know.
security check
Maybe.
+1 for you.
I'll go to a 3, but I don't really think any of these blue ones are like.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, none of them are blowing me
They're
out of the
also-
water.
That,
I think
that
this
dude's
one's
also
like
very
playable.
ugly.
Yeah.
So
So Zulongmon Ace.
Oh my god, stop skipping over my
Yeah, a
boys.
Zulongmon, blue yellow.
Will not stand for the slander.
All right. Anyways, ugly dog with his tongue sticking out.
Edge Lord.
Yeah, for real. Weregaru X Antibody. When Digivolving by trashing 2 cards in your hand, unsuspend this Digimon. Then if Weregurumon or X Antibodies in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, you may return 1 Digimon with Garurumon or X Antibody in its name from your trash to your hand. Inheritable. When attacking, once per turn this Digimon has Garurumon or Omnimon in its name by trashing 1 card in your hand, unsuspend this Digimon.
So, I'm just going to be the only one who speaks because these guys hate these cards.
I'm going to cut you off if you
essentially-
gush over this for too long.
No, it's very simple. This is a 4 out of 5. It is the most broken level 5 since the promo Weregaru.
Since the first broken one?
Well, the promo Weregaru is still super broken. But the reason this card is so broken is because it allows your level 6s to unsuspend again and your Omnimons to unsuspend again. So the fact it does that as it's inheritable means it's already better than the old X antibody guy. Like earlier against Ben, I was able to Evo into Merciful mode, keep turn, and swing twice with Merciful mode. It was pretty hilarious. But yeah, no, 4 out of 5. Great card. It's really what...
Azulongmon Ace. Hand counter blast Evo. On play / when Digivolving, return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon to the hand. Then unsuspend one of your Digimon with the Diva, 4 Great Dragons, or 4 Sovereigns trait. On deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level.
Okay, so this is already better than Shiquaemon.
I would agree.
Way better.
I think I don't know, because Shiquaemon's a little bit more aggressive. Like the only person this is working on is somebody like, and I love him to death, but Caleb.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the truth. Like he will just openly swing at you with a level 5, and you've already aced him with the Zulongmon game 1, and you just do it again.
He's
So,
oblivious to what you're capable of doing with your deck.
Yes. So like this card's good against like mid to bad, or like bad.
It's good against
average
people that
players.
don't play around things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like,
still
at least
better
with
than
the-
Shiquaemon.
I mean, yeah, but the Jaquaemon, like, imagine you have like a couple of those level 5s under him plus that card. You're getting in like 4 checks, 5 checks.
Yeah, you're assuming that you're not going to be able to get those cards underneath this Zulongmon. We don't know. Maybe there's an option card that lets you tuck cards.
You can Evo this guy on top of the Diva traits for
Yeah,
good memory.
can.
You can just have him on top of it.
They can all Evo on top of all the level 5s. I haven't been
yeah.
mentioning that, but yeah, they can all Evo on top of them.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good card. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna give it like a
it's a 3.
4, 3. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, 'cause
strong 3 for
Ace
me.
burst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, you're losing me on the overflow. I mean, cool. The on deletion deletes highest DP or no highest level.
Yeah.
But okay, you're still losing 4 memory to do it.
I'll say this though. At least, your opponent's gonna have to pay something. I mean, yeah, they'll get the memory, but they're gonna be losing a stack.
Yeah. Moving on. Ooh, Dianamon has blocker. When Digivolving, when attacking, once per turn, for each of its Digimon's Digivolution cards, trash any one Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon, then all of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't suspend until the end of your opponent's turn.
Oh,
All turns once per turn when a Digivolution card of an opponent's Digimon is trashed, unsuspend this Digimon.
Oh. Now imagine this guy, but with all the security check pluses underneath it.
Yup.
Oh my god. I feel like this card by its the red base underneath it could OTK. Well, no, because the
inheritables don't give them extra security checks. It was Apollomon's effect that was doing it.
Yeah, for real. So, anyways,
what I was saying was like,
I love the top end for these two for this set, like the 5s and 6s.
They both seem really strong.
I love how they're so also focused on their color. Like red has blitz and security checks. This has blocker, whatever.
Yeah, blocker.
Source stripping and unsuspended.
Black's keyword.
Yeah, source strip and unsuspending.
Yeah.
So and then stunning.
Yeah.
So I really like how these fit in their color as well.
This seems like a 5 to me.
Yeah, I'm going with a 5.
I'm loving these level 6s.
Because the thing is, if I remember correctly, in the video I watched this deck get used, they do have a bunch of sources underneath them. So this is going to be stripping a lot.
Yeah. It's like you potentially just stun your opponent's entire board.
I really like these cards. So, 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so Lilomon.
I'm getting tired of this. All right, we're getting
Leomon. That's a Leomon card, Sean.
Oh, okay. So we're moving on to Kudamon.
No.
All right. Melga X has blocker when evoing if Melga or X anybody in this Digimon's evolution cards. All of your opponent's Digimon gain when attacking. Lose 4 memory until the end of your opponent's turn. When attacking by returning 1 Digimon card from your trash to the bottom of your deck, delete one of your opponent's Digimon at the same level as the returned card.
So it's very good removal. It's very good stun. It has blocker. Cool. I've already run into problems playing this card.
As insane as this card is on paper, I think people still play the old one because this one does not let you kill people.
Doesn't let you kill people. That's exactly why.
That's why black sucks. It doesn't kill people.
Yep, I was just playtesting against Ben, and it was literally, I cut this card. I cut it. I got rid of it. Like, as cheeky as it is to double ice wall somebody, that doesn't win you the game. Like, it can stall. It can win you a turn. But if they just out your stack because you don't have protection from card effects...
Yep.
Like, what are you going to do? Go into this and then blitz Omni just so you can have 1-2 layers of protection from card effects? Like, what are you going to do? That's no. It's bad.
For what they want the deck to be, this sounds and seems like the opposite of it.
Yeah.
It's like
the whole line is...
The whole line is what? You're breaking up with your 8-bit internet over there.
No, I stopped talking because my brain was also talking.
Oh. This card, as insane as it reads, is only good when you're about to lose. On paper, this is a 5. Like, in a vacuum, you're reading this, you're just like, oh my god, it's insane.
In practice, in its deck.
In practice, and you're trying to win a Digimon card game, it's, I would say, like a 2.
Yeah, it's a 2 in Garu, unfortunately. Yeah.
Just because it doesn't let you kill people, and that's what Garu is trying to do.
The amount of times I was playtesting with this just today, right before we recorded this, and I honestly was like, oh, okay, cool, trash this card. BT9's in my hand, trash this card.
Yeah.
Yeah, just it just doesn't work for what you want it to do. So yeah, 2.
Yeah, this card seems like it would be like decent as a 1 of maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know if you'd have the room for that, but yeah, this like as broken as this is on paper, it's just not good.
You just want to be able to kill your opponent, and this doesn't do that.
It does have some pretty sick alt arts, despite it being a Melga card, though.
Yeah, I at least want to collect some of those alt arts for collection. That's
Well, hopefully you pull the chase.
The gold chase is mid.
Moving on, Leomon, a stupid-looking lion thing. On play, search your security stack. You may add one card with dog water in its name among them to your hand. If you added a card, recover +1, then shuffle your security stack. Inheritable on deletion, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. That's actually pretty strong.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, Sean. I think some of these cards are good.
I'm gonna give this a 2.
No, are you kidding me?
Well, it has to be played in a Leomon deck, so it's obviously not very good.
Yeah,
This
clearly.
card is at least a 3.
Here's my issue with it, right? You can't even use the best Leomon with it. You can't use EX2
God.
Leomon.
We haven't read the Leomon yet. Okay, we haven't read the best one yet.
Oh,
We're
because
getting
it's
there.
blue.
Yeah, EX2 is blue.
Yeah.
It's like
Keep
the best
going.
one ever. It's like
I mean,
draw
don't-
cards, gain
you-
memory.
You can play the blue one because this can pull it out of security, but
Yeah,
you'd have to like hard play the blue one, I guess, off the tamer.
Keep going. You guys will see. You'll see.
Okay. Oh, whatever.
Okay.
Kudamon. I know this is going to be a 5. On play, if there's 6 or fewer total cards in both players' security stacks, you may play one yellow tamer card from your hand without paying the cost.
That's pretty good.
Inheritable, when attacking once per turn, if there are 6 or fewer total cards in both players' security stacks, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP for the turn. I will retract that because I remember if you play against Yellow Vaccine, you're never triggering any of your effects.
Nope.
I would say this is probably a 4, though. Like, the ability to play a yellow tamer for free, well, for 4 memory, effectively, is pretty insane.
I'm gonna speak for Caleb here and say this card's
This
a
is-
5 out of 5.
I was gonna say this
Or
is a 5 if your
Kentaros.
name is Caleb.
For Kentaros, man.
Because
He
my
loves
man's
that deck.
riding Kentaros like all day.
Yo.
Pause, plug in P.
No, I meant it.
Sean,
No
I may have made a
pause.
mistake. That doesn't look like Leomon right there. That looks like a Liamon, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, we'll get there.
Well,
Yeah,
it's got text on it that lets it be called dog water.
Oof.
I don't know. It seems like it has potential to be good. The issue is you have to be at 6 or fewer total security cards.
I mean,
My issue
most of
with
the
it-
time,
Sorry,
most
go ahead.
tamers already cost 4, so like
Yeah.
this
my
has
issue-
restrictions
You
on
can
it.
play this Kudamon for free off of some of the effects.
Oh yeah, of course.
My issue with it is we have a better Kudamon already that also sees play in other decks because it just generically searches like tamers and everything. I think it's just a better on-play tamer or a better on-play Kudamon.
If you're playing Kentauros Tribal, though, this would be your 3rd rookie.
Yeah, 100%. It's
Yeah.
definitely your 3rd spot, but I think well, I mean, what's the other one? We have the Searcher,
Kudamon.
The original
Don't know.
promo Kudamon.
the original promo. Okay, so I guess at least you have 3 okay Kudamons now.
Yeah, I think the ability to play this for free gives it potential. I'm like tempted to give
I'd
it a
say 3.
I'm tempted to give it a 4, but I think I have to give it a 3 just for now.
Yeah.
Repamon, when attacking by trashing the top card of your security stack, the next time one of your Digimon would Digivolve this turn, reduce the Digivolution cost by 2, and the inheritable is the same as the Kudamon. There's no way to give
you're
these guys barriers, so I feel like this is kind
No,
of
yeah.
bad.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I was waiting for you to say barrier, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is okay, but it's not. So
yeah,
this
you're,
card's
just,
just not that
you're literally
You're
suiciding
basically-
to reduce Evo cost by 2, but
Yeah, I was
you,
about to say you're Hail Marrying.
you spit 2 memory to Evo into this guy, so like, what are you gaining out of this?
Yeah.
Yup.
Like, what are you doing? Hard playing him, hoping he lives a turn, and then crashing security next turn, hoping it dies, just so you can Evo into your like level 5 for a little cheaper. Like,
It seems very convoluted and unnecessary.
yeah,
Yep.
this is a 1 for me.
I'm also giving it
Yeah,
a 1.
1.
Moving on. Leomon has the rule name treated as having dog water. When attacking, this Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with dog water in its name in your hand. When it would digivolve by this effect, reduce the digivolution cost by 1.
Yep, good.
Heritable on deletion. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn.
Meh.
Yeah, it's an average card. I mean, it's got Digivolution reduction, so I'll give it like a 3.
2. Like the fact that the fact that it doesn't even ignore like requirements for
Yeah, like you can't work with it.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't do anything special. It just reduces the cost by 1. Like, if you have, like, let's say a loader Leomon that's, like, blue, can't even use it.
Yeah. Well, you can't even Evo into level 6s. You have to Evo into level 5, because it doesn't say...
I was just saying, like... Yeah, I was just saying as, like, an example.
Yeah. Like, this... It effectively Evos into level 5 for 2 memory, but you're in the act of swinging.
Yeah.
So, like, the... I mean, you could survive potentially, but like if you don't, like,
yeah, is the level 5 unsuspending? I mean, maybe.
I mean, you're still already attacking. We'll see.
We're getting there.
Yeah,
This is obviously a 0 because it has dog water in the name, but we'll see.
Yeah. More Kentaro support.
Chirinmon, when digivolving by trashing the top card of your security stack, unsuspend this Digimon. And heritable is the same. No, actually, it's not. When attacking once per turn, if there's 6 or fewer total cards in both players' security stacks, you may place 1 yellow card from your hand to the top of your security stack. That actually seems pretty good.
Oh, this is actually good. Yeah, you could put Odin's Breath on top of security.
Or anything. You can put Tamers, whatever you want.
Yeah. Like that.
It's... The inheritable is good. The
actual other effect is back.
Like, this would only be good if your level 4 had barrier, which nothing.
Well,
none of these do.
Doesn't the Tama from the last set give jamming?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Don't you have to add something to your security?
No, when you remove a card from security. So so this works with the yellow Tama we got in BT13.
You're right.
Yeah. So BT13 2 sets ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so bump the Repamon up to
a 3.
A 3.
Yeah, I would say a 3.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess this card's okay.
So you swing, trash, have jamming, Evo into this guy for 1, trash again to unsuspend him. You can attack again with jamming if you want.
There you go, Kentoros.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to see. I'm putting the pieces together now that I remembered you'll have jamming.
Yeah.
I think the reason why that works with Kentoros 1, because with Kentoros 1, you want to be at 3 security, right?
Yeah, you want to get your security down as much as possible.
Yeah.
And being able to swing twice and trash 2 means you're going to be at 6.
Yep.
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
So this is a good way in 1 turn to go to 6 security. Just right there.
Yeah, I see what they're cooking. I'll give this a 3. I'll give the level 4 and level 5 3s.
I agree.
I'm gonna give the level 5 a 4 just because I like how it's generically any card on top of your security.
Yeah, any yellow card, but yeah, seems good.
Yeah.
Loader Dog Water, Indomitable, which I believe is called Fortitude now. In the official translation, which I think sounds worse than Indomitable.
Yeah, like Indomitable.
Yeah, when this Digimon is deleted while it has Digivolution cards, play it without paying the cost, so it's BT2 Millenniumon's effect.
Yeah.
On play, when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn, and heritable opponent's turn.
No,
while this Digimon has Dog Water in its name, it gains blocker.
So, real quick, Brandon, if you were keeping track, so far that's 7k DP.
The other ones are on deletions, though.
Yeah, but because this is being deleted, remember? It's on play and when Digivolving. So you're going to win Digivolve into this, and then you're going to...
Oh, so you swing Evo into this guy for 2 memory. He probably is going to die.
That's 10k. 10k DP so far.
Yeah, because it's minus 7k, and then he dies, comes back, minus another 3. So yeah, minus 10k. I mean, I guess.
He's
Cool.
replacing himself, so I mean, like, it's all right. Like, again, this line's okay. It's like a 3.
It seems okay. The issue is like, if he survives, like, is that good for you?
I think the level 6 is pretty good, so if I remember correctly, so
We'll see.
I think it's a 3. I see what they're doing. I like the fact that it also replaces itself, so you could do the whole swing. It dies and then it comes back as a level 5, and then you can go into your level 6.
Yeah.
Cool, I guess.
Okay, Brandon, we get it. It's not Garu stuff. Okay.
I do remember the BT. Is it BT 13? Leomon level 6 unsuspend itself when you evo into
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Saber.
Yeah. So like you could potentially combo that with these.
All right, Chris.
If it-
Listen,
if
if
it
you're gonna
survives.
sit there, if y'all are gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, skip over this Garu card," I'm gonna be honest. All right, build this Leomon deck, get your cheeks clapped, and then come on this
No.
podcast and tell us how it went.
Yo, pause, plug in P.
Running.
Matamamon?
Yeah. Is that?
I don't even know what's going
This
on
is
in that
I
art.
can't
this is
even
very.
tell what's
It's like
going
some kind
on.
of watercolor situation happening. It looks very weird. I cannot
Lots of
tell either.
colors.
When digivolving, when
But-
attacking once per turn by trashing the top card of your security stack, you may play one level 4 or lower yellow card from your hand without paying the cost. Then the Digimon played by this effect gains rush for the turn. All turns, all of your yellow Digimon gain barrier.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Opponent's turn,
Can-
all of your
Kentaro
opponent's
Swan's
Digimon with
second
level equal or more than the total cards in both players' security stack gains security stack -2.
Whoa. So this is Kentaro's second level 6.
Is it?
That's cheeky.
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't you play this?
I feel like you could play this.
Two
Yeah.
or a 1-up.
You could play this
Yeah.
in Kentaro's. This,
It's weird. It's definitely
it's like, it just
does a
seems like
lot.
a good generic yellow mega.
I agree.
Well, I love how you're giving your stack jamming, but then
Yep.
on top of that, you're giving it barrier if you have this guy out on the board.
Yep.
Because he just generically gives himself barrier as well.
Mm-hmm.
Makes up for the fact he's only 11k.
I just think you could take. I think the most use it's gonna get is in Kentaro's.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, there's definitely some stuff you could do with this card.
Yeah.
The fact that it plays a level 4 or lower and gives them rush, like, it opens the
pretty
door
good.
for a lot of wild stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this a 4.
Yeah, I'm thinking 4 as well.
I like a 4. And it's only a 3 to Digivolve. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It seems like it would be a 4 to Evo, but it only has
Yeah.
11,000 DP, but it has barrier, so, like, who cares?
Yeah. Who
And
cares?
you're probably going to have jamming on that stack as well.
Yeah, that seems really good.
Here he
Bancho
is.
Dog Water.
Oh my god.
When you would play this card from your hand,
Yeah,
if
how
there's
does it
6 or
feel?
fewer total cards in both players' security stacks, reduce the cost by 5. On play, when digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. All
Okay.
turns once per turn. When a Digimon becomes suspended, you may give one of your opponent's Digimon minus 4,000 DP, and it gains security attack -1 until the end of your opponent's turn.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's
it
still
wasn't.
a 2.
It's not that good. I mean, I guess so far minus 14,000 DP if you get the line exactly right.
You know what? I
Uh,
take back what I said. This card is a 5. Want to know why?
why?
It's right there on the corner of his art. You can see a Wargreymon.
Yeah, it's true. You can't see a
Ooh.
War
You
Greymon.
can. There's all fours.
He's going into battle with them.
It looks like a metal Seedramon. Is that what that is?
That's what it looks like. That's
Or just some kind of serpent.
Yeah. I give it. I'm with Brandon here. It's a 2.
It's a 2.
I feel like
This whole line has been
you'd
very
rather play
disappointing.
the BT13 Mega over this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's okay.
This seems like it's supposed to
Whatever.
work with Kentoro's one.
Right? Like you started
Yeah,
reading
it's
it.
weird.
I'm like, wait, is this Kentaro's fun?
I think there's a Bancho Leo in BT13 that also is like pseudo Kentoro's support too.
He's a one.
Are they boys? What's the lore there? Do they know each other? They cool?
He's not a royal knight.
I mean, he's not around enough to ever do anything. He's always dead.
Yeah, he's always
That's
dying. All right, let's just go through these green cards pretty fast. We all know it's bad.
Hawkmon. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add all Digimon cards with Indomitable trait among them to your hand. Place the rest of them at the bottom of your deck. Inheritable all turns while this Digimon is suspended. It gets plus 1000 DP.
You know what this is? This is them doing what they did with Raid a few sets back with the Marsmon line, but with Indomitable.
Yeah, let me just see how many of these cards have Indomitable real quick.
They all do. Look, he even looks like Marsmon.
He does. He's a part of
it. They did with Marsmon what they're doing with him.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, and then there's like, I think there was an Indomitable.
The loader Leomon.
Yeah.
So they're doing exactly the same thing.
This searches like 4 cards in existence currently.
What's Indomitable do again? If this Digimon gets
plays
deleted
itself out.
It's BT2 Millennium Mind effect.
I mean, I like Indomitable. I like that effect.
This card obviously is not that good right now because it only searches like a few cards.
Could
but
be
I think,
later.
if we get more, which I'm assuming we're going to get more cards with this keyword, this will get better and better over time.
I do like the Inheritable being all turns, not some BS like only your turn or only opponent's turn.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, that's a 5 out of 5. Happy boy in the background.
I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3 with future potential.
I'll give it a 3 as well. With obviously this will get better the more cards we get.
Yeah, I see Gabumon in there, so it's obviously
no one cares.
We got it.
Aquilamon has Indomitable, and then the same Inheritable as Hawkmon.
I'm gonna give this a 2 because in most situations this card would have more of an effect. Like it just has Indomitable. Like okay, cool.
Yeah, I also give this a 2.
I'm going with a 1 because it was having a Gabumon to not having a Gabumon.
I'm with Brandon, not for that though. I'm gonna give it a 1 because like there's so many better level 4s that like play tamers for the same thing. Like all this is worse than the level 3. The level 3 is at least a searcher. Like this doesn't do anything. I'm going to a 1. This card does nothing.
You talked me into it. I agree. This is a 1.
Comes right back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to a 1. The card's bad.
Mid. Vadramon, on play, draw 1, and then do the thing with the Diva trait. Your turn once per turn. When you use an option card, the cost of 1 or more, gain 1 memory. And the Inheritable is Piercing if you have 4 Sovereigns or God Beast trait.
Okay, having Piercing is nice, so I'm assuming just all the green ones are probably just going to get Piercing.
It appears that way.
Okay, it does the exact same thing as the other guy, just now this one gives Piercing.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, I'll also give this a 2.
Yeah.
Next, this thing is ugly. Vicara Lamon?
Perfect.
On play, draw 1, and then do the thing. Your turn once per turn. When your Digimon deletes, your opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, unsuspend this Digimon.
This one's good.
Heritable is Piercing. This seems...
Okay, but here's the problem. Do they have a way to attack unsuspended Digimon?
We might see. Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's a 3. If we have the ability to do that, it's a 4.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 2 because you have to swing with this Digimon because only this Digimon unsuspends. It doesn't unsuspend any
Doesn't
of
this
your
deck have the ability to get the effects of all the Devas in its traits?
I don't think so. If that's the case, this is
secret.
better than that, but I don't think they have that.
I think the secret rare does it.
Yeah,
I might
maybe
be wrong.
because Ben never even got out Fenglongmon versus me, so maybe that does that. If it does, then I will increase my rating for this card. But as it stands, this seems kind of mid.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Garudamon, Indomitable.
So garbage.
On play / when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon. Inheritable is the same as the others.
It just doesn't even
My
suspend anything.
God.
Just let it suspend anything.
Yeah,
It's
7,000
bad.
DP. It doesn't even stun them. It's just
my
like, hey, suspend
God.
them.
One. This is
One.
getting worse.
Come on, man. This is why
The Black
are you playing?
Leomon.
Are you playing Bloomlord over any of these?
No, I mean, yes,
No.
obvious. You're playing
I mean,
Bloomlord over these.
Are you playing these? Are you playing these over Bloomlord? You gonna play this over Bloom?
If
No.
you're
Okay,
playing
so
a
these
green
are
deck, you're
bad.
not playing these cards.
Until they power creep Bloomlord, none of these green cards are gonna be
Not worth
good.
Correct. What
Wanna
are
try
these
your hand at that
names,
one?
dude? Kumpiramon.
Kumbayamon. Kumbaya.
On play, draw one and then do the thing. All turns once per
Yep.
turn. When opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, draw one. Inheritable.
Alright,
ends
now
the
we're back
piercing.
at being bad. Okay. 2.
I mean, it's all turns.
Yeah, it is all
Ooh.
turns.
I'm gonna give it a 3, but it's teetering on the brink of a 2.
Yeah, I'll go with the 3 as well. Same as Sean. It's teetering. Like I like drawing cards, so I mean, your opponent might have to think if you have this on the board. Be like, if I attack, I'm gonna give them a card.
Oh no, they get to draw a card.
They get to draw a card and blast Evo on you.
Meanwhile, I'm just blowing it up and they don't get to do anything.
Yeah.
All right.
I never learned how to. Eben Wumon.
Ibon Wu.
Hand counter blast Evo on play / when digivolving for each of your Digimon with the Diva or 4 Sovereigns trait. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then all of your opponent's Digimon don't unsuspend during your opponent's next unsuspend phase. On deletion, delete one of your opponent's suspended Digimon.
Oh, so it's a little puppet mon. That's kind of cool.
That's not bad. I like that. I'll give
Better
it
than Jaquemon.
I'll give it a 3.
I'm also thinking 3.
Like it doesn't blow me out of the water. Like I do like that they don't unsuspend.
Well, I mean,
Okay, so this works with the piercing at least. Like now we know how they're using the piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're suspending stuff, so potentially, you could swing over it with that weird mammoth-looking dude.
Yeah. This is almost a 4 to me. If it stunned them completely, I think I would give it a 4. But the fact that it's just only during their next unsuspend phase.
Yep.
So if you have something
like
that unsuspends naturally, like Wargreymon from BT12, it doesn't stop anything. Or even something with reboot, like it won't stun anything like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So this is a 3. I mean, it seems like a decent effect, but it's just like not quite powerful enough.
Yeah, it's like almost there. Almost there.
A lot of counters.
Close. Marukimon. That's probably, Marukimon. Indomitable. On play, when digivolving, reveal the top 4 cards. Oh, I'm sorry. Where did I get 4 from? Let me try that again. On play / when digivolving, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a level 5 or lower Digimon with Indomitable, play it without paying the memory cost. Add the rest to your hand. Your turn, all of your Digimon with Indomitable and no Digivolution cards gain Rush.
Brandon, we're so dumb. Sean, what is that Digimon's type?
It's an Olympus.
Okay, that's why that reminds you of Marsmon, Brandon, because they're the Olympus. The Olympus Digimon.
I said that when you said it looked like Marsmon.
Oh, did you? Yeah, it's the lore. Okay, so that's why it makes sense now.
Yeah,
okay,
it's green Marsmon.
But so the as far as this card goes, though, right now, as it stands, we have 3 cards to play out with this effect.
Yeah,
4, because we also have the Leomon.
Green does have access to cards that let you stack your deck, which could potentially make this kind of a cheeky strategy.
Gotcha, Indomitable.
Yeah, but as it stands, this card isn't
bad.
Yeah, it definitely has potential. Like, this could definitely be a scary deck if it gets the right support.
I think what it needed was to reveal top 3, and then you could put them in any order and play one out. If you could have done top 3, you're almost guaranteed a body, which is what this deck clearly needs, and then you can set your draws up. Top or bottom.
I think the problem with that is like they don't want you to guarantee the hit because with Indomitable,
Tell that to
it just
Commandramon.
it keeps replacing itself.
Well, you only
Yeah,
come
no,
back
it
if you have
doesn't.
sources.
Oh, okay.
You have to
All
have
right, never
sources.
mind. Yeah.
So if it gets outed, it gets outed.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. I could see that then.
This guy is kind of insane on his own, so
Yeah.
it's on play/win digivolving. So you digivolve into him, do the effect. Let's say you hit, you play that for free, you swing. Let's say he dies, he plays himself back, he gives himself rush, he also triggers his effect again to play something else out for free off the top card of your deck.
Right.
Like you could potentially turn this guy into 1, 2, 3, 4 checks, assuming that you
Which is
high
pretty
roll.
good.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 3. I think with future stuff a 4. I think it's a really good card. It just doesn't have the support right now.
Yeah, there's not enough cards with that keyword, but yeah, this definitely is potentially very strong.
Yeah, it has potential.
Yes. Hidden potential. No, I'm sorry. Leopardmon, X antibody. When digivolving main, once per turn, you may play 1 green Digimon card from your hand for the cost. When it will be played by this effect, reduce the play cost by 4. If a card with Leopardmon in its name or X antibody is in this Digimon's Evolution cards, further reduce it by 3. Your turn, once per turn, when you play Digimon, you may return one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less to the hand. For each of your other Digimon, add 3,000 to the maximum DP of the Digimon you may choose with this effect.
God, thank God this is in Leopardmon, because this thing's kind of cracked.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's a
Thank God
very
it's in
good.
a bad deck.
I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. If this was in any other deck, it'd be a 5 out of 5. Leopardmon inherently, just compared to like Bloomlord, is just not as good because I think if I remember correctly, typically the Digimon you just don't have as much free Digivolution and search power and playing out cards as Bloomlord does.
It doesn't have anywhere near the level of support.
No. So I'm gonna give this a 4, but like if it was anywhere else, it's a 5.
I would agree.
Yeah, Sean, how does it feel that Leopardmon just got a cracked X antibody before Lord Nightmon did?
It feels pretty good because the longer we go without getting Lord Nightmare X, the more powerful it will be.
The more powerful it'll be.
yeah.
So I will laugh all the way to the bank when we get it in like BT20 and it's the most broken card we've ever seen in the game. Yeah, I agree.
Come on.
This is a 4 that I would.
Yeah, it's easy 4.
Yeah. Elecmon. On play, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Leomon in its name among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck.
You get 1?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Add 1 card with Dogwater in its name. I misspoke. Inheritable on deletion. Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon.
Okay. That's very good for...
I like that.
If it wasn't specifically designed to play in a Leomon deck, I would probably give this a 4.
I give it a 3.
Yeah, this is a 2 because you have to play a Leomon.
Yeah, in Leomon, yeah.
What Tama does it say has a Digivolve for 0 on top of?
Fremon.
Fremon? Okay, so that's the one we have in the
that's one from earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chumon.
Chumon. On play, if it's your opponent's turn, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 Digimon card with Sukumon in its name among them without paying the cost. Trash the rest. Inheritable on deletion, if this Digimon has Sukumon or Edamon in its name, you may play 1 Chumon from your trash suspended without paying the cost.
What was the point of giving it that restriction?
To keep it from being too powerful.
Yeah, this card
literally just fear of it being too good.
No, hold on, Brandon. Hear me out. I've seen this deck in action. Like,
you can play it during cards.
I'm sorry.
These cards are actually like
good. Yeah.
Very good.
Could have been better.
I mean,
you say that until you play into this card and they turn your entire one of Garurumon stack into a poop stack, and then the Edamon comes out and then kills it, all during your turn.
Nah.
This
Omnimon just beats it anyway.
This card This card does seem very good for that archetype.
Yes, for this archetype.
Because it can literally play it like the on deletion heritable can let you play this card.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a 3. If it could have been played during either player's turn, it's a 4 or 5. But
yeah,
I'm sitting in the middle of the road right now. 3. Very good for the deck.
Strong 3 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Targetmon. This is new.
Ugh.
Rule name treated as having Sukumon and Edamon. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Blocker. On deletion, by trashing one card with Sukumon or Edamon in its name in your hand, return this card to your hand. And the inheritable is all turns when Digimon would be deleted by deleting one of your other Digimon with Sukumon in its name, prevent that deletion. I'm sorry, not one of your other Digimon, one other Digimon.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, it's kind of bad that it doesn't let you delete the other poops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this... I really want to give it a 4 because it replaces itself, and that's always good. Like, always being able to confirm a level 4. It's also a 3 on play. That's also really strong.
Good.
Yeah.
It's got blocker, so you're always going to confirm that deletion.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3, 4. No, let's go 4. This is actually really good for the deck.
I like 4 because it's also Edamon or Sukumon, right?
I was gonna say it having the rule bumps it up to a 4 for me.
Yeah, I really like this card.
Very versatile.
I guess I'll agree with you guys.
Okay, and this is what I remember. I think the green black Leomon stuff is actually decent.
Dogwatermon. When attacking, this Digimon may digivolve any Digimon card with Dogwater in its name in your hand. When it would digivolve by this effect, reduce the digivolution cost by 1. Inheritable, on deletion, de-evo one of your opponent's Digimon.
It's still bad. I was promised decent support. This is still just bad.
Good support. Good support. It's probably like a 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2.
Because, like, if it let you skip the level 5 to go to level 6, cool.
Yeah, if it let you warp like the BT13 Leo, like it would be decent, but
yeah,
I think I think we're missing the point here. In combination with some of the yellow green, the other yellow green cards, we could be de-evoing their stuff and then giving that stuff the minus DP. So like, at least we're giving the minus DP to weaker Digimon, because we're talking about maybe potentially de-evoing something by like 2 stacks and then giving it minus DP. So,
I mean, those effects are good, but they're all on deletion.
Yeah, they're all on deletion. And that's Leomon's whole thing, okay? He dies.
I know, that's the problem with the archetype, though.
Yeah, that's the problem. Alright, is this the super rare Edamon?
This is an uncommon Edamon.
Okay, so there's a second one. Okay.
On play / when digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP, and start of your main phase, this Digimon attacks until the end of your opponent's turn. And heritable, opponent's turn once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon attacks, you may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play one yellow or black Digimon card with a play cost of 3 or less among them without paying the cost. Trash the rest.
I love this card.
Pretty good.
This card's very, very good.
It seems like it's good.
It's the minus 3000, obviously, because that's what the poop is. It's 3000 DP. Yeah, I like this card. I'm gonna give it a 3.
That was also hovering around 3.
It's just the fact that it makes you attack with it, which is like, okay, whatever, but I like everything else about the card.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3. The fact that it can potentially like poop out more dudes when your opponent attacks is pretty good.
Yeah, it's very nice. I like that.
Grap Dog Water. This has Indomitable. On play / when digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less to the bottom of the deck. Inheritable, your turn while Digimon has Dog Water in its name, it gains piercing.
Okay.
Excited jazz hands.
I feel like you're forced to play this in the Green Apollomon deck. Or Marsmon deck, I mean.
Yeah, just because it has Indomitable.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 2.
I mean, you can't even use its inheritable in that deck. It's a 2.
The bot decking effect is really strong, but the cap of 4,000 DP means it might as well not even be there.
Yeah, at least you could like neg DP and then go for the bot deck.
Yeah, I'd rather play Lilymon Ace over this card.
Yeah,
agreed.
Anyway, Synduramon. This has Decoy for Diva and 4 Sovereigns trait, just naturally.
Nice.
On play, draw 1, then you may do the thing with the Diva stuff. Opponent's turn, while the Digimon has the 4 Sovereigns or God Beast traits, the Digimon gains blocker.
Okay, so it does block stuff. It has Decoy and gives blocker.
Is this the only one that gives Decoy? So it's going to be inheritably better than all the other ones, right?
Yes, that's the only Decoy one.
Okay. I'm going to give this one...
Decoy's already kind of mid, though.
Yeah, but just in case, though. I mean, it has stuff that the other cards don't have, and they all do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 just because of the Decoy, and because it's got probably one of the best keywords in the game, blocker. So.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's a black card, so I'm giving it a 3.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of torn. I guess I'll also give it a 4. The Decoy is really helpful, especially
it's just the fact that it's the only one that gives Decoy.
Yeah, all of your megas are ace cards, so being able to protect them or protect yourself from losing 4 memory randomly is pretty good.
Yeah,
exactly.
It just looks like him and that monkey in the background are about to drop the fattest mixtape around.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Katuramon.
Yeah, Katuramon. Blocker, and then it has the on-play draw 1 and then do the thing, and then the inheritable is a blocker for 4 Sovereigns God Beast.
Okay, so it's just
3.
The Decoy, but blocker. Okay, 2.
I just feel like all these level 5s for this thing are either 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a deck full of mid.
I'll give this a 3, I guess.
I just like blocker as an inheritable.
Yeah. Makuramon, on play, draw 1 and then do the thing. Opponent's turn, your opponent's tamers with a cost of 2 or less can't suspend.
Oh, if it would have been 3 or less, that would have been good.
And the inheritable blocker.
1. I'm thinking 1. Oh
Why did they, dude? If they didn't cap this card would have been insane.
Yeah.
But what point is 2? You're blocking what? Analog Youth Cool? What other tamers?
Mimi, I guess.
2 cost Mimi and 2 cost, like, are we talking Setcon?
Yeah, this card is probably a 1 because that effect is basically non-existent against most decks.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Yeah, it's effectively a vanilla.
It's a bad card. Doesn't even counter like Takato or anything like that from his season. Like,
that's a bad card.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they'd at least made that 3, it would have been like decent. But yeah,
it would have been okay.
Who's that by? Who's he jumping on?
Is
he attacking there? I can't tell.
I don't think there is anything in the image. He's just jumping like at you.
At me.
Okay. Dang.
By Human, hand counter blast Evo. Opponent's turn once per turn. When your security stack is checked, if it's a Digimon card with the Diva trait, play the card without battling, without paying the cost. On deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest play cost.
Ooh, I actually really like this.
So
that's the best one.
The fact that it's a once per turn feels kind of bad, but at the same time, if it was not a once per turn, that would be too good.
Yeah, this card's actually really good. I really like this card. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah, so obviously your opponent swings, you blast you into this, check a Digimon, play it for free.
Yep.
And then they all have on play, draw 1.
Yeah, they all have on plays and do stuff. Yeah,
it's just it's the fact that you also don't have to play on payment. It's not like, reduce its play cost. No, it's just like
free.
Play a 7 cost for free.
Yeah, I could give this a 4.
And then guess what? If they're dumb enough to attack again, you blast Evo again.
Blast Evo that one.
True. Yeah. Yes, you could chain blast Evo if they swing twice. Yeah, I'll give this a 4.
Go into another Biohuman.
I think it's the best one out of all of them.
So far, yeah.
so far.
Yeah, it gives you swarm
It
potential.
actually helps you go into more of them, especially because like, hold on, Digimon Card David Trading Play. Does it just straight up play the level 6s too?
No, they don't have
Does
diva in
it
their
play the other
traits.
ace? They don't have it. Ah,
If they did, though,
almost
yes.
there.
Yeah, if they did.
Metal Edamon, looking real wild. On
I
play,
love it.
Super rare.
yeah, this is the super rare.
Yep.
On play / when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamer with a play cost of 3 or less. For each card with Edamon or Sukamon in their names in your trash, add 1 to the cost you may choose with this effect.
Very strong.
Opponent's Digimon. Okay, opponent's turn. Once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks by placing 1 card with Edamon or Sukamon in its name from your hand at the top of your security stack, you may change the attack target to this Digimon or the player.
Now, here's the thing, Sean. I'm pretty sure there's an option card that came out either last set or the set before.
Yeah, that poop option.
That poop option card that is a target for this, and you put that on top of your security, and then you let them check it.
You can do that, or I'm pretty sure there was also a
force them to
security
check it.
Sukamon from that same set that you could do.
This
Very,
card
very good
is
for that deck.
this archetype that they've been for some reason slowly building.
For
Finally
like
has
10
its
sets.
finally has its boss monster, and it is this card. This card is an absolute 5 out of 5. It is. I love it. Its art is awesome. I love everything that's going on. It literally goes from Edamon holding a Monzimon to now he is literally sitting in the lap of a War Monzimon. I love everything about
He's
this
got
card.
a banana peel in his other hand.
Yeah, I mean, this card's a 5 out of 5. It's so good for that archetype.
Yeah, just for the archetype, it's definitely a 5. I'm going to give it a 4 just because it is in that archetype and therefore is... Like, sure, it'll surprise you, but...
I just think they're worried. I think they're worried to make the deck too good because non-targeting stuff that like changes your opponent's cards and then you can delete them. It's like very good because it has no restrictions.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say 4 just because it's that deck.
Dog.
But it's
a
definitely
good
a
boss
very
monster,
good
though.
card. Yeah, it's a card that deck needed.
Desperately.
Yeah. All right. Heavy Dog Water. Indomitable. When digivolving / on deletion, digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less to the bottom of the deck. End of attack once per turn, return one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less to the bottom of the deck. If this effect didn't return, unsuspend the Digimon.
Okay.
A lot of text for not a whole lot of... Yeah, it's a whole lot of text for a whole lot of nothing.
At least there's enough Indomitables in here to maybe build an Indomitable deck.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, what's the point of the Digivolve if you can't bounce back a level 5? Like,
I feel like because these guys are black and green, they should have made it a play cost dependent bot deck.
Yeah, but then you couldn't neg DP it.
I mean, I guess
because we gotta remember there's some neg DP earlier.
I guess that's true, but
so what you would probably have to do is you'd have to have the 2 neg DP 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Swing with the level 5 with Indomitable that has the Wind Digivolving to neg DP and the on play to win neg DP, and then go into him, assuming you somehow did not kill them with all that negative DP.
I hope there's an option that lets you kill your own stacks for this deck, because if there isn't, this is pretty bad.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
And even then, that's still bad, but...
This deck is taking 4 cards to do what we used to do back in BT5 with just Spiral Masquerade.
Yeah.
Or just Shine Greymon Ruin mode existing.
This is like a 2 for me.
Yeah, 2.
I mean, de-evoing on Digivolve seems pretty strong, but like the rest of the effects are kind of mid.
Yeah.
Syakomon, on play, for each of your opponent's Digimon, draw 1, then trash 1 card in your hand. Inheritable all turns, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon is played by an effect, gain 1 memory. I feel like if they didn't make that once per turn, that would have
Support.
been pretty good.
Very good card. I love this card. Everything about this card because it's Leviamon.
So the way this works is you would draw one for each Digimon, but you only discard one card.
Yep.
Also, if you play him and they don't have any Digimon, you don't draw, but you still discard one card.
Hilarious.
Yeah, this card's like a 4 out of 5. It's a very good card.
I guess.
I'm giving it a 3.
Yeah, I think it's a 3. Like, it's decent.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just
It's a
looks
good
so
level 3 for
stupid.
Leviamon.
It just looks so stupid. I love it.
He does look stupid.
He's got his eyes tucked in.
Labramon. On play, by trashing one card in your hand, you may return one Digimon card with the Dark Animal or Shaman trait from your trash to your hand. Inheritable, you return once per turn. When you play Digimon, by an effect, gain one memory.
So this is the...
Is this indirect Luga support?
No,
I mean, you don't use
this is
it in
Anubis support.
This is the
Oh,
Anubis. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the reason it's not directly Luga support is because if he would have been a dark animal himself,
Yeah.
yes.
That's right. They're not Dark Animal. Okay. That's right.
But, I mean, the fact that it lets you return them is nice, I guess, but you're never on playing it.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is specifically for the Anubis deck, the Merva Anubis loop deck. Like I said, just played against Ben. He was using this card in that deck. It was very good. It did its job. So it's a 4 out of 5.
I don't know too much about the deck, so based on my limited information, I'll go with a 3.
I will also give it a 3. The card itself is decent. It's the rest of the deck that breaks everything.
Yeah, coming up on one of them soon.
Octomon. On play / when Digivolving, if there are 4 or more Digimon, play one Fujitsumon. It's a Digimon, purple 3000 DP. All turns, this Digimon can't unsuspend, on deletion, trash one card in your hand. Token, in your battle area, suspended without paying the cost. If there are 3 or less Digimon, play it in your opponent's battle area instead. Inheritable, all turns once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon is played by an effect, gain 1 memory.
So this is basically how Leviamon puts stuff on your board so they can punish you for it.
Yes, very interesting.
Yeah, we're finally being able to put stuff on our opponent's board.
Yeah, this
Like,
is...
here, take my token.
Yeah, this is the 3rd token generating card that I can think of, or the 3rd type of token generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have Diaboromon, Godramon,
I think those are
and
it.
this guy.
Yeah, besides this guy.
Yeah, I'd give this guy a good 4. He's really interesting interaction, being able to just put something on your opponent's field. I like it just for that niche ability right there.
I'll give it a 3 because it's like there still has to be a bunch of Digimon on the board.
Well,
Well, that's
3 or fewer, you get to put that on your opponent's side of the field.
yeah, it's the opponent's one. If it's
Oh,
4
okay.
or more, it's on your side.
Yeah, it's on your side. I still give it a 3. I think I really like this card. But the same, you gotta. How often are we digivolving on the board into this, and then being able to go up into the 5 and then into the Leviamon?
I mean, training cards exist.
I'm also
Yeah.
going to give it a 3. It seems
I like
cute.
it. It's a good card.
Yeah, but it's not like
Yeah.
breaking. I'm not like reading this and like, oh god, I hope my opponent doesn't do this to me.
Right.
Yet.
Yeah. Doberman X Antibody. On play, one of your opponent's Digimon gain. I'm sorry. On play, one of your Digimon gains retaliation until the end of your opponent's turn. When Digivolving, draw 1, then trash 1 card in your hand. If Doberman or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, activate this card's on play effect. Inheritable, your turn once per turn. When you play Digimon by an effect, gain 1 memory.
So again, more Anubis support. Also played in that deck. Also very broken, especially because the on play to give retaliation can be given to anybody.
Yep.
So basically, Merva gives everybody with retal, rush, and blocker. So being able to give anything played from the trash that turn, rush, and blocker is pretty nutty. So this is a
Pretty good.
4 for me.
This is a 3 for me.
4. Only a 3.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this card by itself. This card by itself is a 3. The thing that makes this card seem broken is the other cards.
Is the other cards?
Yeah.
Once Anubis gets hit, this card is like a 2.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm gonna go with Sean. If we're looking at it as a card by itself, I'd probably give it like a 2 or a 3.
Yeah. Dragomon, or Dragomon, however you want to say it. On play / when Digivolving, your opponent plays one level 4 or lower Digimon card from their trash suspended without paying the cost. Any on-play effects on Digimon played by this effect don't activate. All turns once per turn when an opponent's Digimon is played by an effect, you may play one purple Digimon card with a level less than or equal to that Digimon from your trash without paying the cost. Inheritable is Piercing.
Very, very good card. I'm also giving it a 4. It does exactly what Levia wants it to do. It's forcing your opponent to play cards. If you're playing against another purple deck, great. They've already filled their trash with 80 cards. Pick one. You're going to play something for free, too. I love this. I like how interesting this archetype plays.
I'm also going to give this a 3.
I actually like this one more than the Octomon. I'm gonna give this one a 4.
Okay. It seems interesting, but the on play / when Digivolving is mandatory. And if you don't already have something in your trash to benefit from them playing something, you just gave them a free body for no reason.
Yeah, but that's why you have the piercing. So then you swing into it.
I mean, you have to Evo into something without passing turn to get piercing.
Yeah, that's what Leviamon's for.
Leviamon costs like 6 memory to Evo into.
Not if you have training cards and your opponent's an idiot and gave you like 10 memory. It's a good play.
Yeah, it is a good play. Yeah,
Craniumon, it's a good play.
I'm honestly kind of tempted to give this a 2, but I'll give it a 3 for now. Cerberusmon X Antibody. On play, you may play one level 3 purple Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. When Digivolving, draw 1, then trash 1 card in your hand. If a card with Cerberusmon is in its name or X Antibody is in the Digimon's Evolution cards, activate this card's on play effect. Inheritable is when attacking once per turn by deleting one of your other Digimon unsuspended Digimon.
Yeah, it's pretty okay. I mean, it's not used in the Anubis deck, but yeah, it's okay.
I'll give it a 3. Yeah, 3.
I'll also give it a
middle
3.
of the road.
It's like a middle of the road.
Yeah.
Yep. Fortunately, they just already printed better cards used in the Anubis deck. That card just gets completely ignored.
Yeah.
Speaking
moving on. Anubismon. When Digivolving / main, once per turn, you may trash up to 3 cards in your hand, then play one purple Digimon card from your trash for the cost. When it will be played by this effect, reduce the play cost by 3 for each card trash by this effect. Further reduce it by 1. Your turn, when your Digimon is played by an effect, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. If no Digimon was deleted by this effect, draw 1. That is not once per turn.
Yeah.
Nope.
I will say the mistake on this card is
there are several.
third. It is the third word on this card. Main.
Yes.
Fact this card can sit on the board for multiple turns and just keep doing it is insane.
I 100% agree. The main effect is what breaks this card.
If you don't out it, you are being punished every turn that thing sits on the board.
Yes.
You have to out it the turn it comes out. And that's assuming they didn't just pop one of your dudes on the board.
It's assuming they didn't kill you when they do this, because most of the time when you Evo into this, they can poop out a whole bunch of dudes on the field and not even pass turn.
Yeah, you're just dead.
Yeah. This card's a 5 out of 5. This card is really stupid and was a big mistake.
There's a reason it's on that same ban list with the Garu cards.
Yes.
Mistake.
Yeah, this deck is insane because of this card alone.
Yeah. They went too far. They saw original Anubismon and said, how can we break that?
Yeah, right.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Who in the purple team, like, get out. Go home.
Yeah.
You're drunk.
Leviamon. Security attack +1. On play / when digivolving, if your opponent has equal or more Digimon and Tamers than you, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. All turns when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, gain 1 memory for each Digimon deleted.
Yep, just generic removal. It's great.
Yep.
So currently how this is ruled, which I kind of disagree with. So let's say I have one guy on the field, and it's a War Greymon with the
Protection.
Yeah, one protection, but technically 3 layers. But I just have Greymon X as the source of that protection, but I have like 2 level 3s, 2 level 4s, 2
Several
level
instances
5s.
you can trash.
Yeah. If you Evo into this guy and trigger his effect to delete my highest and lowest,
Oh, I know where this is going.
the protection can only trigger once because it's the same effect, and apparently you cannot trigger that protection effect twice in the same
In one instance.
Yeah. So it gets around having like 3 layers of protection if it's only from one card giving that protection.
Wow. So what you're telling me to play around this card, you have to do what Raid War Greymon doesn't want to do. Have multiple bodies on the board.
Yes. And also like the Machine Dramon. Machine Dramon is also another example.
Oh,
if you
yeah,
have
Digimon's screwed.
If you have Chaos X on the field and you only have, let's say, Chaosmon underneath, and that's your only protection, you can't protect yourself twice. You would have to have Machine Dramon from EX1 and Chaosmon underneath Chaos X in order to protect it, because you'd use each one of their effects once.
Yep.
Right.
This card's really, really stupid.
There's more coming later, too.
Yeah,
That's the
I
worst
can't wait
part.
to abuse it. This card's, I think, a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5, yeah.
I
It's another
agree.
purple card that's a 5 out of 5.
Because,
Trend,
like,
I wonder.
you could even hard play this guy, and a lot of times, like, that's not even
Deal
that
with it.
bad. Like, it might actually not be, like, it might actually be a good play, unironically.
Yeah, like, because think about it this way. If your opponent doesn't out it, 2 checks, 13k.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
And if they're a 1-stack Greymon Tribal deck, you hard play him, give them 10 memory, and you just popped their 1-stack.
Yep.
All right.
Back to the Grace Nova deck.
Yeah, Ko and Sayo. Start of your turn, if you have 2 or fewer memory, set it to 3. On play / main. By suspending this tamer and placing the top card of one of your Digimon with the Light Fang Nightclaw trait as its bottom Digivolution card, you may Digivolve one of your Digimon into a Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
That seems
This is Baumon the Tamer.
Hey.
That's kind of insane.
You literally have this card on the board. You have your like level 5 or level 4, it doesn't matter, and you're just gonna go straight into your big boss monster for free.
You promote your level 4, Evo into your level 5 for one memory,
for 1,
and then trigger this to Evo into your level 6 for free.
Yep.
Yikes.
Seems pretty strong. I'm gonna give this. This seems like
a 4.
It seems like
4.
a 5 to me.
A 5. Yeah, I mean it is free Digivolution. I'm with Sean here. I'm going all out 5.
This is literally a Marcus that you can just activate for free every turn, and it's a memory setter.
It is also a memory setter too. So I agree. 5.
5.
Yeah, that seems pretty insane. All right, so its counterpart, Sayo and Co. It's a 3-cost tamer. Yeah. Your turn, when an effect places the top card of one of your Digimon in a Digimon's Digivolution cards, by suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. And then the start of opponent's turn, by playing one Digimon with the same level as one of your Nightclaw or Light Fang trait Digimon from that Digimon's Digivolution cards, without paying the cost, 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a Digimon card in your hand. At the end of the turn, return the Digimon played by this effect to the hand. So this lets you Evo into Grace Nova at the start of your opponent's turn.
Yeah. Also, this goes with Zubamon. This card's already a 5 out of 5 because it was discovered there was a degenerate in your opponent's turn before their opponent's turn started loop that was infinite and could not be stopped once established. So this is a 5 out of 5 because we literally had to ban this card with specific other cards in deck.
Sean, are
broke
you
the game technically.
Sean, are you thinking the same thing as me? Is our third level 3 Zubamon in this deck?
Oh my god.
You can't.
Oh, it's not a light. I mean,
Oh yeah, you literally
literally
can't play
That's
it.
the
You
whole
can't
point.
play it if you play this tamer.
oh damn it!
That was the whole point of the ban list.
It was. It
also-
was our level. It was our third level 3.
Also,
Damn.
it would only be beneficial if you're trying to like degenerate loop them, because you can't give your stack raid because you have to have a black Digimon or Legend Arms trait in play.
It's literally just
Yeah.
a
It would
degen
only
loop,
be for the loop.
It was. I was gonna say it'd only be for the memory. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 5 out of 5 just for that.
Yeah. I like this card a lot. I like both these tamers a lot.
Yeah, I think obviously you need both of them because this one lets you DNA into Grace Nova at the start of your opponent's turn.
Yep.
I'm going to give this one a 4.
Yeah, agreed.
If they didn't introduce the ban list, this would be a 5.
Yeah, 10,
Yeah.
a 10 out of
The
5.
Yeah.
fact that they had to.
Yeah.
Had to
That's what
create
I'm saying,
a
right
new
out the
type of
five.
ban list.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll give it a 5.
Only a few
Brandon.
cards are allowed to do that. Mega Digimon Fusion is one of those cards.
Yeah. I can't wait to read Grace Novamon. Phoebus Blow. 6 cost option. Main, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. Then if you have a Tamer, return one Digimon card with the Light Fang, Nightclaw, or Galaxy trait from your trash to your hand. Security, activate the main effect.
That's pretty okay. You're not going to use it. But it's okay.
I don't
A
like how
1.
expensive it is. Yeah, this is a 1 for me. If it were cheaper,
it was like a 4.
I think
Yeah,
at like a
it's
2
cheaper.
or 3 play cost maybe. Obviously,
Yeah.
this is really strong versus single stack decks that have no protection effects. But against anything else, it's doing nothing.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why I'm saying, like, if it was a 4 cost, yeah.
I wouldn't even play it if it's
like-
a 4 cost. It reminds me of the 4 cost option from BT14 for Greymon.
Yeah, the only reason I say 4 is
Yeah.
because it also recycles.
Yeah, but like,
I don't know.
meh. I'm gonna give it a 1. I don't like how expensive it is.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, no,
I don't
it's
like
a
it.
1.
Yeah, the only time you'd want to say this is insecurity.
Yeah, 100%.
Good Night Moon. 5 cost option. Main, one of your opponent's Digimon and one of their tamers can't suspend until the end of your opponent's turn. Then you may play one tamer card with the Nightclaw or Light Fang trait from your hand without paying the cost. Securities activate the main effect.
Okay,
This is already better.
This card is good.
this is what we're talking about. Look, that card right before that costs more and does less than this.
This
It's
card
like,
is
what
way
is-
better.
What is the balancing here? Like, this is obviously a 4 out of
This
5.
lets you play a tamer for
could
free
say-
on top of stun locking a Digimon and a tamer.
You could say the difference is night and day.
Oh my god, this guy.
I mean, you give me the word, Sean. I'll go out there and choke him out right now.
I'm gonna give this a 5. This seems kind of
Yeah, that's a
insane.
very good option card.
This-
Activates main effect out of security too.
Does-
5.
Yeah.
Does this force us to play the blue Tama so we can always confirm this card?
Potentially.
Like
Potentially.
we have to play. We have to play the blue Tama at 4 to confirm this card, because even seeing this on turn 1 isn't all that bad, because we'll get to play our Tama. Or if we're going second, I'm sorry, if we're going second.
Yeah, I was about to
at
say,
least
unless
then we
they
can-
have a tamer on the field, it would
right
be
or
wasteful.
something.
Yeah.
Like this, there are situations where we could do that where we'll also get to play our Tamer.
Mhm.
But like, I think we have to play the blue Tama just to confirm this if we want to, right?
I
The
would
only thing
have
I'm
to put
concerned
the
about
deck
is-
together to determine that.
Right.
What I was about to say is, I think the only concern I have is if the deck has space for it.
I feel like you'd have space for this option.
We don't even have a third level 3 yet. I
Yeah,
don't know what we
'cause
would play there yet.
It's 8 of each level currently that we have, besides Grace Nova.
Well, if it's kind of like
It's gonna
the
be like
Alter S deck.
it's gonna be like Alter S, which
yeah, the only thing that Alter S has over this deck right now is you had another level 3 you could play in it with
they
BT12
they just
Agumon.
fit.
I don't know
Yeah,
too many
perfect.
red and blue. What red and blue cards do we have? Level 3s.
I don't know if we
I mean,
have any.
Yeah,
None.
exactly.
This is the deck.
Man,
So
it
you
definitely
might
would have
only
been
be playing
Zubermon.
8 rookies. You
Yeah,
might
I
have to
can't play-
unironically play Ukamon.
Be
Oh,
quiet.
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 5.
Yeah.
Good card, yeah, very good card.
Flashy Boss Punch. 8 cost yellow green option. While you have a Digimon with Dog Water or Banjo in its name, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements.
Launch of Stingmon?
Main, I guess so, dude. Main, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and one of your opponent's Digimon. Gets minus 12,000 DP for the turn. Then one of your Digimon with Dog Water or Banjo in its name may attack. Security is suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 12,000 DP for the turn.
I will say at least it's 2 separate Mons you can target.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
It
For 8 cost though, that is a lot.
I would like it a lot better if it were 15,000.
Yeah, I was gonna
out
say.
out to level 7.
I was gonna say.
Well, there's
if
level
it's
6s
gonna-
that can dodge this.
Yeah, I was gonna say the fact that it's an 8 cost, it's only 12,000, kind of sucks. If this was like a 7 cost, I'd be like, okay, 12k. But like, at most you're killing one body, right? You're gonna suspend
Maybe.
one,
Well,
but
no,
it
'cause
is
then you can attack. So you can potentially
right.
neg 1 by 12 and then attack over the other one because your
If-
inheritable is probably also going to have neg 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are only on
it's-
deletion, though.
Those are on deletion. Yeah. So I guess we're
Wow.
we're
Yeah, so
crashing
you
into
crash
something.
into it. It
Indomitable.
kills you. You
Yep.
neg DP the bejesus out of it, and then you come back with Indomitable, go into Heavy Loader, whatever his name was.
It's okay. I'm gonna give it like a 2.
I'll
It's like a 2.
I'll give it a 3, but a weak 3. It's a weak 3.
Yeah.
Moving on. Biting Crush. 8 cost option. Main. By trashing one card in your hand, delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon. If a card with the 7 Great Demon Lords trait was trashed by this effect, place this card into your battle area. All turns, when an opponent's Digimon is played by an effect, delay, you may play one Leviamon from your trash without paying the cost. Securities activate the card's main effect. This card is insane with Leviamon.
So hold on.
5 out of 5.
Now, this is what I'm talking about right here. Okay, the card that we just talked about
They're both 8 costs.
cannot confirm kill body by itself with just a 12k DP. This one can.
And also set yourself up to Leviamon somebody.
Yeah, it's 5 out of 5. This is boss.
Better not act
boss
up.
card. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're
Look at
playing
that smile.
Yeah. If you're playing against Anubis and you have this sitting on your field, they can't play.
Yeah, you just tell them to come at me, bro.
If they
What are you gonna do
trigger
about it?
Anubis, you're just like, okay, cool, play Leviamon,
Bye.
nuke your board, stupid.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, this is definitely a 5 for me. This card's kind of insane.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that thing.
See, this is what we're talking about. Like, if it's gonna cost 8, its effect better be worth it, and this effect is
100%
So worth
worth
First
it.
8 cost option to have delay.
I believe so.
yes.
I think previously the most expensive was 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the reinforce.
Yeah, that and Purge.
Yeah, purge too.
All right, X Antibody Protoform, 0 cost option. While you have a Digimon, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. Security, add this card to your hand. Main, one of your Digimon without X Antibody in its Digivolution cards may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the X Antibody trait in your hand, with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. If you do, place this card as its bottom Digivolution card. Inheritable, all turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by your effect, from the Digimon's Digivolution cards, return one Digimon card to the hand and place one X Antibody at the top of your security stack.
So, all of this just to say it's not as good as the original X antibody.
It's
so situational.
yeah, it's the issue is once, like, I had this issue because I was playing the black base Grandmon Tribal deck, and your protection is based on having X Antibody in your traits. And once you trigger the effect and you're already at a level 6, you can't just tuck this in for free again because you have to Evo in order to do it.
Right.
Yep.
Certain X Antibody decks, I could see them using this because it's like infinite recycle basically.
I could see this being like Alphamon.
Yeah, I think Alphamon could benefit from this. But they don't even have to run X
They don't
anybody
really
in the
need
first
it.
place.
Yeah, they don't need it. I just can't think of many decks that would play this.
I'm gonna give it a 3. It's got a
2 for me.
sick alt art.
The alt art's very nice.
I'm a little lower on it. I'm gonna give it a 2. I agree. I just don't see us anybody playing this. I could be
The best part about it is that
super
it
wrong
recovers.
here. Yeah.
It's
But even then, don't you have to have X antibody as well, or does it recover
Well, no,
itself?
it is treated as X antibody.
yeah, it's ruled
Okay.
name treated as X antibody.
So it can recover itself.
Yeah,
And
it
then you
recovers
add it to
itself,
your
and then you add a source back to your hand.
I mean, maybe I'll use that when Garu X and Gabu X go to 1.
Yeah, maybe. I'll give it a 3.
I won't, but
It sucks that it has a beautiful alt art.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not as good as the original in most X antibody decks, in my opinion.
Nice card for collection.
Definitely. Loyalty Deeper Than the Sea. 1 cost white option. While you have Digimon with the Diva or 4 Sovereigns trait, you may use this card ignoring its color requirements. Main, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Place 1 card with the Diva or 4 Sovereigns trait as the bottom Digivolution card of one of your Digimon. Or add 1 card with the Diva or 4 Sovereigns trait to the hand. Return the rest to the top or bottom of your deck. Securities activate the main effect.
I like this card for this archetype. I'm gonna give it a 4. The fact that it searches and then it gives you the choice to top deck or bottom deck it is really nice. You get to tuck something, you can add something. Yeah, this card does everything for 1 cost, so it's really not that bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, I really like how this interacts with on the field, in your hand, and you get to set up your draws.
I'll agree. I think a 4 is warranted, especially like because you can play it for free if you have the certain ones on the field.
Yeah, what was it? The blue ones?
I think some of the green ones did it too, if I'm not mistaken. But
I can't remember.
I think it was both. Like I think it was 2 different colors that gained memory. But Sovereign Ultimate Formation, 12 cost white option.
12 cost. Oh my god.
While you have a Digimon with the Diva 4 Sovereigns trait, you may use this card ignoring its color requirements. When you would use this card for each card with the Diva or 4 Sovereigns trait and different name in your trash, reduce the cost by 1. Main, you may play one Digimon card with Fanglongmon and its name from your hand without paying the cost. Security, return 1 card with Fanglongmon and its name from your trash to your hand, then add this card to your hand.
Okay, so what does Fanglongmon do for us to know how good this card is?
No, you don't get to know. You have to. It's basically. We're literally about to rate Fanglongmon.
Gotta be worth it.
I know Fanglongmon's the boss monster, and it has to be worth it.
It's got a decent effect.
Decent. The fact that it's 12.
This potentially late game.
It's such a late game card. Yeah, that's exactly. That's what I'm thinking too.
I think with the Garu engine, you trash all these cards.
You cannot fit the Garu engine in this deck, Brandon. This deck is like Machine Dramon. Like you have a whole bunch of level 5s.
Oh, I'm aware. The joke. Just a joke. Just a prank, bro.
With it being such a late game card, I want to just give it a 3 because I don't know how fast this deck can turbo out those cards to bring it down to like an acceptable play cost.
Like even just getting it to an 8 cost requires 4 in the trash. Like how quick are we getting those 4?
Sean, can you confirm Long did you evolve on top of the other cards?
I don't
think the 6s. Is this the only way to get that card out?
Yeah, it can evo on top of the 6s.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'd maybe play like 2. So I'm gonna give this a 3. I think this is a really good card, but it's just such a late game card.
Yeah,
I agree with 3.
I'll also agree with 3. Moving on,
just an option card that straight up plays 1.
Grace Novamon.
Here we go.
A DNA Digivolve with Apollo and Dianamon for 0. Security attack +1 and blocker. When Digivolving / when attacking, not once per turn. If DNA Digivolve, trash any 8 Digivolution cards from your opponent's Digimon, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with equal or fewer Digivolution cards than this Digimon. All turns, if this Digimon would leave the battle area by your opponent's effect, by trashing 2 cards of the same level in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, prevent it from leaving play.
Oh my god! Let's go. This card.
So you're telling me the best way to out Grace Novamon is Grace Novamon.
Yes.
Yeah. This
card to destroy the
card
stones
is the best card in this whole set. I don't care what Fang Longmon does. I don't care.
I love this. This
is a 5. This card, okay, it's like, hey, security tech +1. Yep. And they're like blocker 2. Is that blues keyword? No, it's blacks. Okay, give it blocker.
We got it. We got it from Dianamon.
Yeah, I know. Dude, and the fact is, you're right, Sean. It's when attacking and when digivolving aren't once per turn. So we're possibly getting rid of 2 bodies.
Yes, you're trashing 16 cards and potentially deleting 2 Digimon.
Yeah, I need to watch.
Deck is gonna have 16 source.
You never know.
Machine Dramon.
Yeah, it could decimate a Machine Dramon because you're like, get rid of all your sources, stupid. Pop your guy. He has no protection.
Somebody who went into Ragna OTK but didn't OTK.
Yeah.
I need to watch this deck. I need to watch this deck get played. I need like how consistent this can be because I don't. What are we playing as our 3rd level 3, and what are we playing as our 3rd level 4?
Was there like a whole lot of draw power in this? Like, if you can't draw a lot,
I feel like this is an Heir of Dragons deck for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I really like this card. I don't know how consistent the deck is, but I know all these cards are like fire.
Yeah, the everything.
I feel like if this card hits the field, you're winning.
Yeah.
Like, the rookies are like okay, but the level 4s, 5s, 6s, and the 7 seem insane.
Yeah, the evolved is super good.
And the tamer is really good.
The tamers are also good.
It just depends on how.
Yeah.
It depends on how fast you can confirm them.
Yeah. I'll also give it a 5. I think this is insane.
I'm back in the stream. Yeah, like I was saying, I guess it just depends on how fast you can confirm this card because I feel like once this card hits the board, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Yeah, it's Jover.
It won't end the game by itself, so like if you can't kill them, it might be an issue. Because it doesn't have reboot. That's the thing I've noticed. So it having like, I guess it would be ginormous if you have the blue sources, because it'll be like 19k on your opponent's turn.
Right.
19 on yours too.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like it'll be good though, for sure.
Yeah.
Fang Longmon. 60 Evo on top of yellow, or Evos for 4 on top of 4 sovereigns. On play / when attacking, not once per turn. By returning up to 4 cards with the Diva or 4 sovereigns traits from your trash to the bottom of your deck. For each card returned, all of your opponent's Digimon get minus 4,000 DP for the turn. When attacking, for each of your Digimon with the 4 sovereigns trait, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. All turns this Digimon isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon.
Well, good thing Gaia Force still exists, I guess. Jeez.
I mean, no one plays Gaia Force.
Well, just...
I mean, it's very good, but again, how fast can they get those cards into trash? Like, I don't know how quick the deck is.
This feels like one of those decks that's not touching your opponent's security, and basically until you go into Fang Longmon.
But here's the thing, right? Nothing that we've seen today so far has shown us that there's any way to play out those divas for like super cheaper.
Cheap. Yeah.
So you're playing them all for 7.
They each allow you to play one in the raising area for free.
Yeah.
Right.
So like you're effectively playing 2 for 7 memory.
So does this deck just not have Atama?
No.
Not traditionally. I mean, I forgot what Ben was playing. I think he might have been playing D Reaper.
Mother?
Yeah.
I thought you literally. Yeah, I guess Mother would make sense. You could hatch and then bring her up.
Yeah.
But you literally play the Devas like face up in your breeding area.
Yes.
And then the next turn you promote it.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, it's an interesting deck.
I feel like it's just a slow deck.
So
That's what I'm saying. Like, how fast is this deck?
You could potentially play this guy for, let's say you have 4 divas or 4 sovereigns with different names. You play this option for 8 memory. Play this guy, and it minuses 16,000 DP to your opponent's entire board.
Jeez, Louise.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those decks that has to play like 4 analogs.
That would actually help speed up the deck significantly. I think that would be a good addition.
Oh my god, yeah.
Then you can promote it, go into your level 6, your blasts, and then if your opponent outs it, you can kind of negate some of that overflow.
I mean, you can just Evo into this guy on top of the sovereigns.
Yeah, you just evolve.
Yeah, that too.
And then swing and then trigger the effect.
This card's also very good. I mean, a set where both secrets are like very, very good. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this one a 4 just because I feel like overall seeing the rest of the support under it, I feel like it's just gonna be generically a very slow deck.
As a card itself, I'm giving this a 5. It's like a proper boss monster. I like it.
I agree. I'll also give this a 5.
Yeah.
I think the deck it's like this is kind of like a Ragnarlordmon type top end where like the level 7 is like really, really good.
Everything under it's kind of mid.
But it may just struggle because the rest of the archetype is kind of mid, but the archetype still isn't terrible. Yeah. Like, it's definitely playable. It's more than Legend Arms can say.
Right.
Well, just knowing that a lot of them are kind of doing the same thing, like we were talking about it, they all have the exact same effect, basically.
Yep.
We said earlier that if there was a way to cheap them out like a little easier, the points could go up or go down. For some of those that were like already kind of like 3 teetering on 2, I'm probably going to knock it down to a 2.
Well, here's the thing. I think you literally have to play 4 of all of them.
You don't have to learn for that.
Yeah, what is your deck? What does your deck consist of?
The way that you play them for free in your brazing area is they can't have their name match one in your trash or your battle area. So you basically just have to play.
Oh my god!
It's literally like Machine Drum. Like, you might play 2 of like some of the really good ones, but it's basically just a bunch of one-ofs.
What's the rest of the deck consist of?
Analog youth.
Yeah, 4 analog youths and
4 of the option card, the loyalty.
Yeah, 4 of the loyalty.
2 sovereign ultimate.
No, you have to play 4 of it. Play 4 of it.
I would be tempted to play at least 3 of the sovereign ultimate formation.
Then a bunch of 1-ofs, and then a bunch of ace sovereign guys.
I think potentially Memory Setter, like one of the generic ones. I'm not sure which one would be best for you.
TK, so you can get your Fang Longs out of security, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, I feel like getting that check late game is really bad if you're not running a primary yellow deck.
Yeah, I was thinking since the entire deck is level 5 and higher, you could also run like Hero just to get extra DP.
True, yeah. Like, Hero would be a decent choice because it would boost your level 5s.
And, make it to where your ace doesn't hit another level 6 in security and you just lose 4 memory for free.
Yeah, that's true. I think that'd probably be a decent one. Yeah.
Other than that, I can't really think of any generic like level or memory setting tamers.
Not any that you would interact with consistently.
Yeah.
So, in closing, guys, what do you guys want to give this set?
The set purely by itself has like 3 cards, all going to 1 in a month and a half's time. So the set is probably a 4 out of 5, just for how cracked the purple team decided they wanted to be for the next 3 sets. Obviously a mistake.
I'm going to give this set what I think it deserves is a 3 out of 5 because there is such a top end, obvious top end, and then such a low end. Like There's some like really good cards in this set, like all the Grace Nova cards, and then there's some like absolutely like dumpster fire cards, like some of those green cards and some of those black cards, and the Diva cards are like middling.
So.
Like opening this is only gonna feel good when you get that Fanglong or that Grace and like the level 6 Dinah and the
Apollo.
And Anubis.
Yeah, and Anubis.
Because
Like, there's
honestly,
some crazy cracked cards in this set, and then some really bad cards in this set.
yeah, like Dogwatermon.
like after my playtesting this morning, I'm really not high on a lot of this set, just because I was looking forward to cracking it open to get some of those Garu cards, but everything I need for my deck is literally rare and under. Like, I don't need any super rares. I don't need any secrets from this set. Feels bad.
Yeah, this set reminds me of EX1. Well,
oh, I don't know. That set was real bad.
So I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying so EX1 we got right before our first Nationals format, and it was essentially only legal for that format because we had Ice Wall at 4.
Ice Wall at 4.
And that defined the format. This set has Anubismon, and basically it enables the Anubis Merva deck, which is going to define the format, and it's going to be banned in like a month.
Eventually. Yeah.
So it reminds me of that. Like, this set is way better top to bottom than EX1, but it just reminds me because it's going to define our Nationals format.
I think just with all the extra pack filler, I'm going to call it, in the set, I'm probably going to drop it down to a 3. Like, all the cracked stuff in the set is really, really cracked, but then all the other stuff is just not. It's just bad.
All the promos aren't bad either. I mean, I do like the fact that we're getting all the promos.
True.
I mean, some of them are bad. Pause.
Some of them are very bad.
Yeah. Pause, plug, and P.
Hunter's card.
Yeah, Hunter's card, which seems kind of like a silly decision to even print.
Both green.
Yeah.
If Hunter's was printed back in 1.5.
Basically, every green and black card in the set are kind of mid.
Yep.
Yeah.
And most of the yellow cards as well, if I remember correctly. Like, the Kentauros Monsport is like, it seems like it might be okay, but...
Yeah, middle of the pack.
it goes in Kentauros Mon, so...
I liked all the Edamon support, though.
I'm sure you did.
Cheeky. Very cheeky. Very cheeky support.
I think Grace Nova is going to be fun to play.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's going to be one of those sleeper decks like Alter S, where it's like when it pops off, you pop off.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be exactly that. I think Grace Nova is definitely more powerful when you go into it, but I think Alter S is better after you go into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Grace Nova, was it any type of card effect that would remove him?
Yeah, any effect.
Okay.
Not including
that
battle.
Technically outs like Chaos Degradation, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The only thing that gets around it is Superior Mode.
Yeah, because he's not leaving the battle.
Well, actually, now I can't remember. I think that actually might include Superior Mode. Hold on.
Let's say I'm about to pull him back up just to read the print.
If this Digimon would leave the battle area, so yes.
Yeah, so he could be tucked.
No, he can't. He can.
But he's not leaving the battle area.
The Digimon is, though. It's not this card.
Oh.
It's the Digimon. So I'm pretty sure it can protect itself from Superior Mode.
So it's just a blanket protection from basically anything.
Besides battle.
Yeah. I mean, Digivolve?
Yeah, Digivolve is the only thing that gets around it.
Yeah.
From my understanding.
That's crazy.
Seems pretty strong. Yeah, I'm going to give this set a 5.
Okay.
I think the fact that it has 3 cards going to 1, like Brandon said, in like a month.
Right off the bat, yeah.
It's kind of insane. It also has a 4th card, as well as a promo we're getting, that introduce a new type of ban list. for
Yeah.
the game. So I think the set's kind of insane.
I think as far as like importance goes, I think this set will probably live long in the memory. It's just I don't feel like there's many decks coming out of it other than those decks that are being touched on the ban list that are going to be super viable later.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Like the only good decks out of here are getting ban hammered.
Yeah, pretty
It's-
hard.
It's like BT9 levels of power creep, except for it was so blatant that they had to ban stuff.
I had to touch it.
Whereas BT9, they were just like, I guess you're dealing with it.
Get wrecked, losers.
Yeah. But funny enough, this set also has an X antibody option in it. So
Yeah,
Yep.
funny.
I guess that's
A
the
whole
curse.
Garu excellent antibody line and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Any closing words?
Yeah, I'm really tired.
Gabumon
too.
sucks. I'm glad everything is going to 1.
Here.
Yes.
I second that.
Leomon's also terrible.
You leave me and my goodest of boys alone.
Stupid.
Sorry,
looking
Shine.
dog.
You were breaking up there, Sean. I missed that second part. Yeah. Leomon's great.
It's okay. You heard what you want to hear. That's fine.
Dude, y'all suck.
I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna call out of work tonight. I'm not going to.
Deuces.
Boy.